There we go. It helps if you plug the mic cable in, guys. Helps if you plug the mic cable in. There we go. I was apologising for being a couple of minutes late starting tonight, guys. Just when we thought we were over it all, my son was up all last night and ill again, and he was in the doctor's today, and I've been off with carers leave today looking after him. So sorry if I'm a little bit flustered. I was going to be on time. I've been up here like about 20 minutes getting some mods and stuff like that. And then, yeah, what with him being unwell and, yeah, and obviously I didn't have my mic cable plugged in. There we go. There we go. Right, I've just got to do, YouTube only went through about 2 seconds before I came on screen. So I've just got to update the title on that, guys. So bear with me, because I still sound last night's one. Chilled farming. There we go. How are we all then, guys? How are we all? I hope you're well. I hope you had a less stressful 24 hours than me since we last spoke. Achy acres. Boom, boom, boom. Look at this multitasking. Look at this. Don't even bother me anymore. That's when you know you've been streaming for ages. I had a guy on TikTok was asking me what kit he needed for streaming. He said, I really want to go live, but I want to make sure I got the right kit, blah, blah, blah. It's like, just go live. Because this is the shit. This is the shit you can't get better at unless you do it, right? The technical issues, the blips, the stuff that throws you off guard in chat and all that sort of stuff. You can't replicate. It doesn't matter how expensive your computer is or all your gear and all that. That's the stuff you need to get used to. But there we go. Right, guys, apologies for that. So yeah, I was saying when I was muted, I rerouted my cable earlier today and I obviously hadn't pushed it in properly. What I was saying is, yeah, sorry I was a couple of minutes late starting for Twitch. You would have noticed that. I just had some stuff to sort out, emails. Sorry that I hadn't done the pre-setup for YouTube. The YouTube feed takes a while to go through, and normally it's about 30 seconds. Today it took about 4 minutes, 30 seconds, and went through about 2 seconds before I came on screen. 3, sorry for the mic not working off the bat. And yeah, 4 if I'm a little bit flustered because my wife was up all night with Dylan. I had to get him to the doctor's this morning, so he's gone from having this like massive fever to now he's got an ear infection and he's very unwell again. So never ends, does it, guys? Never ends. So I take back all that stuff we said on last night's stream about how quick they bounce back. They don't, apparently. it was a false dawn. It was a false dawn. But I hope you're all well, guys. Hope you're all well. Hope you had a good Friday. It's Friday. It's finally Friday. It felt like Friday last night. By the way, there's something freaking me out. I don't know if you can hear the background audio. I'm standing in a field at the minute. And I keep hearing a door opening and closing. Has anyone else heard that? Like a door or a gate opening and closing. That's creeping me out. I've got bloody ghosts on my farm. Anyway, let's get caught up with chat. How are we all, guys? I haven't read any of this. Jesus Christ, I swear. Where did the stream start? Here we go. Welcome in, LJ. Hope you're good. JSB, Daniel, Lace, Ashley, Tony. Thank you very much for the resub on Twitch, mate. You don't need to do that with everything you do over on YouTube. Robo, welcome in. Great to see you. Lace, I think I explained that already, Tony. But essentially, when I go live, you have to go live on Twitch, and then you have to press a button to send the feed onto YouTube. Sometimes YouTube drags its heels. It really did tonight. It's normally about a 30-second gap, but tonight it really dragged its heels. But we all know YouTube has been doing weird shit this week. Really weird stuff. Leslie, Tony, welcome in. Dainsy. Now getting to the bit where you're all telling me I'm on mute because I wasn't reading chat, so I didn't even notice. It's only when I saw my audio bar wasn't lighting up. I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I said hello to Leslie. Who else? Tony back over on YouTube. Bino, welcome in, mate. What else happened there? Robo gave out 5 gift subs. Hell, I didn't even hear that in my weren't panic, was it? But do you know what I mean? My concentration to fix the audio issue. Robo, you didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Cheers, guys. You'll have to blame Clive for that, and Chargy, and who's the other one? Dainsy, sorry, mate. For there not being a hype train for that, because realistically, 5 gift subs and a resub from Tony would have normally, on this little old channel, kicked off a hype train, but those guys have gone and given Twitch signals that we're somehow bigger than we are, And no, it doesn't do it. But thank you very much. Appreciate you. I'm glad one went to the spectator. I love that. I love seeing where it randomly goes. Johnny, welcome in. Tony, I hope YouTube's a bit busier for you tonight, because my word, did we struggle last night. Thank you for everyone who tolerated whatever was going on with YouTube last night. It was very, very odd. It was very odd, whatever was going on with YouTube last night. So thank you for those of you that did join us. I think it was only the last hour where we got above double figures. We were sort of hovering around the 10 mark. I thought, that's a bit weird. Maybe it's because I'm not streaming on a regular night, doing a Thursday and all that. Did you hear that? That was a door opening, right? I swear I'm hearing a door or a gate opening in this game. And I don't know what it is. We're going to go on a ghost hunt in a minute. And then suddenly, last like half hour of the stream, we jumped up to 20. So obviously there was some stuff going on YouTube last night. We had lots of people coming in chat saying they had issues on other lives as well. I also had some messages disappear in YouTube as well, which was odd, but there we go. Right, what else have we got? Welcome in, Bert. Who else? Dave Bot, I haven't said hello to you, I don't think, mate. Welcome in, mate. Appreciate you. Marcel, Paul. Yeah, look, YouTube's working good tonight. We've got all the gang in. Marcel's on 2 platforms. I've only got 5 viewers, really, guys. They just follow me on all the different platforms. Right. Went up to 20 once I left. I'm not saying nothing, Tony. I'm not saying nothing. Right, we're there, guys. We're there. What is that noise? I need to find out what's causing that. It's going to be in the warehouse. We've got a haunted warehouse. I reckon if we watch here, there's something doing it. Do you reckon that's the trailer or the warehouse reloading? You know when all the pallets go like... I bet it's that. We're going to watch and we're going to listen for the noise. I'll turn the audio's up. You can hear it anyway. Bloody woodpecker. That's what, woodpecker can open a gate? I hope you're well, guys. I hope you're well. Things will settle down in a minute. It's been one of them days. Felt really bad for Dill, so we sent him back to school yesterday because he was all fine. And like I think I said on stream last night, right, he just did not stop crying when he come home. Then was crying all overnight. Had an ice pack on his ear. We couldn't really see nothing wrong. And then yeah, he's on antibiotics now. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's when Agro Logistics every couple of minutes reloads the warehouse and it makes that click. I had to get to the bottom of that. Sorry, it's going to annoy me. Yeah, JCB Dave, there was all sorts. Welcome in, by the way, mate. There was all sorts of issues. All sorts of issues on YouTube last night. Totally out of our control, guys. But we seem to be back to normal today. That's why the key to all this is to judge your streams based on how much enjoyment you have, right? Because if you focus on the numbers, it's depressing because you don't have to do anything wrong. You can have the best stream in your life, and for whatever reason, people are busy, or they go to a different stream, or they've got other stuff going on in their lives. So as soon as you stop judging a stream, like, we'll celebrate the wins, don't get me wrong. Like last week, we had our highest ever average viewer stream on Twitch. That should be celebrated, right? But I don't beat myself up now when things are off or out of sync or off trend, because it's about, like, I go to bed and I think, did I have fun? And if the answer's yes, then I'll do it again next time. That's the main thing. Right, let's go to the museum. I have no idea if there's anything on here that needs to go to the museum, but that's where we're going. Welcome in, Will. How's it going? Let's turn that down for you. Now you can all hear vehicles. Joel, the stream master, can't plug his microphone cable in properly, but he can fix the game audio issue. Stupid signs. And I can fix the dash cam cab view issue. Why is it wobbling so much? Look at this. Suspension on it. Beautiful load. Beautiful load. Welcome in, Barry. How's it going? I've got a new feature in the chat app I use now that tells me when it's someone's first message of the night, and oh my god, it makes my life so much easier. So when you're sort of welcoming everyone at the start and it's a bit busy, if someone comes in like Barry and Will just have on Twitch and YouTube, it highlights them in green for me. So that means hopefully I give people a better experience in that I don't miss so many people coming in. Speaking of which, welcome Maverick. How's it going, mate? Hope you're well. Oh, shout out as well to people that followed us on or subscribed on YouTube today whilst I was offline. I'm going to butcher this. Kagetsuki, I think. Sorry, let me know in the comments of this VOD if I got that wrong. Remo, TP. Yeah, thank you guys. Appreciate you. I think there was one more, but I can't see it. Thank you for following us, guys, off the back of shorts or VODs or whatever. I actually had a bit of fun on TikTok, Barry, after you went. I done a build, just an impromptu build, because I couldn't do any gameplay on Saxingham. It wouldn't have been fair on you guys, right, who watch it on a Sunday night. So I'd done an impromptu build, just doing like a Scottish-themed pig farm. Actually turned out alright. I wish I'd have bloody done that on YouTube. I could have done a video from it. Can't really get a video from it from a TikTok live on vertical. Yeah, but I was gutted. It looked really good. I was quite pleased with it considering I didn't plan it in any way, shape or form. Thrift, thank you so much for the follow the sub, Jesus Christ, the resub, Thrift. Appreciate you, mate. You've been following a long while. Cheers, thank you very much. I'm trying to get my boy out. It's meant to be like 20 degrees tomorrow, and it's been cold in the mornings walking the dog, but it's been nice in the afternoon. I'm going to try and get my son out to the woods or the beach or something, because he desperately needs some fresh air after being cooped up all week. And as we have been as well, apart from walking the dog. It's the museum, it's the next one I've been up, yeah. Is it here? Oh, Christ. Why could I not remember this map? It's not. You cocked that up, Joel. Back up. Welcome in, Kilted. How's it going, mate? Right, you can see I'm reversing, so wait. Yeah, it's mad. It's so cold walking the dog in the morning. Bloody determined to get this thing finished before I leave this save. I don't know if any of these need to go. I'm hoping somebody's stuff at the back. Oh, it did. Awesome. The concrete did. Awesome. How far off are we on the old museum then? So it's got all the planks it needs. It still needs some long planks, so I'll do that in a minute. It still needs wood beams as well. Cement bags, we're halfway there, living on a prayer. Cement bricks, we're halfway there. Roof plates, we've got a long way to go. We've got a long way to go for roof plates. Oh my Christ, I've only just seen progress 1 out of 8. What do they want? Freaking blood? Progress 1 out of 8. It's taken me forever to make this cement bags, brick and roof plate. Oh my word. I don't want to know what the next steps are, by the way, guys. Don't spoil it for me. 1 out of 8. Who was here when I first discovered the Grain Museum? Who was here when I first discovered this building? Welcome in, ADC. How's it going, mate? How's it going? Long story short, guys, if you weren't, because I know many of you sort of come onto this save in 2025, not when we started it in 24. Long story short, I'd gone round on a motorbike a couple of weeks before and collected a few collectibles and that round the map just for some free money. I find this building not known as a museum, right? And I walk in here, and I'm like, oh, look, it's a collectible. Oh, hang on a minute. I found that one. Hang on a minute. And I start... I go round it, and I start realising that all the items I found. And I didn't realise this was... I was like, hang on, I picked that up in a bloody house somewhere. and I had no idea that this is a museum that you're supposed to do up. I just thought I'd found, like, the treasure trove of collectibles, but no, that was all the stuff I'd found already. Sad times. Such innocent times. Right. Where's the best place for us? I don't think the playground needs anything. We will just double check, but I don't think the playground needs anything. Well, that we haven't got on the back of this lorry anyway. Planks it's got. It needs long. It needs beams. It needs fabric. It needs rope. I don't really even make bloody rope. Oh my god, this has got steps 1 of 19. This is insane, giants. I like a challenge though, guys. What do you do to make rope? Sorry, rope. What do you do to make rope? Hard times. Where's the old rope maker? Candlestick maker. Does a spinnery make rope? No, they make fabric, don't they? Didn't even know there was a keeper in this game. Bloody hell, Joel. I don't do factories, guys. So it takes rope and cotton. Oh, we don't do any of that shit, so there's no point. Just have to buy it or something. Can you buy it? Welcome in, Miles. How's it going? ADC I spoke to, didn't I? Let me get caught up. So no one remembers the museum. Were none of you here when I had the museum cock up? Maybe not. Maybe not. You could leave the wood in the spawn point at the museum. I don't think it needs any, mate. I think it's got all the planks that it needs, so it's more like just selling them, right? I don't want to know the answer in terms of specifics. So I'm looking for a yes or no here, guys. Apart from the museum and the playground, are there any more constructibles on the map? On Riverbend that I don't know about? Just a yes or no. And I'll go looking for them and we'll make some fun with that. I don't want to know what it is and where it is. Just yes or no. Because the only two I found is the playground and the museum. So before I go all in trying to complete these before the end of this save, because now we're going big old arable farmer Joel, I'm not totally against like a factory to achieve that goal, right? Because when we were doing the original Achy Acres, the small stuff, learning as I went along, having these massive factories made no sense, right? Absolutely no sense. However, if we are taking over the map, we could buy what's already there. Do you know what I mean? We could buy what's already there and use that, and it won't feel like I'm industrialising the town and all that stuff that I don't like in Farm Sim, because I use it as an escape with agriculture and countryside. I don't really want big factories. I tell you what, considering all the changes we've made, our yard still looks good. Considering we put that field back and we've put this in here, our yard still looks good, guys. I was worried about getting rid of allotments and stuff like that. Don't think so. Welcome in, Jordan. How's it going? Jack, welcome in, mate. Hope you're well. Is there not one at the start farm? So kilted. Sorry, mate. I should have said, when I inherited this yard at the start of the save, I sold everything that I could sell. So the big barn in the middle, the shed, the original Massey Ferguson combine, the original Challenger tractor, everything you get as a new farmer on Riverbend Springs that I could sell, I sold to try and, you know what I mean, shape it as much as I could. So if there was a constructible in this yard, it would have been sold. I think there was one near the farmhouse, weren't there? I'm pretty sure there was one here where there was some bees. Was it here or here? There was some bees. Christ, I'm trying to remember, like 18 months back. I'm almost certain there were some wildflowers here, some bees, and a constructible, and I just got rid of it. I think that's a great new twist for the save, mate. Well, we're going big now, right? So all those, like, that story, like, I think I've probably still got the link somewhere for Twitch. Maybe I haven't. It was like, the command was story, I think, anyway. But them rules are kind of out the window now, right? And we're letting the brakes off. So if we're going big style farming, then why wouldn't I buy up the business? I just don't want to place factories, but I don't mind buying them. A crappy shed that you can't fit in. Yeah, it was around here, weren't it, as memory serves me? Because obviously right at the start of the save, there was a barn here that I sold. There was a shed here with the Massey Ferguson in that I sold. And I'm pretty sure there was like some beehives, wildflowers, and a constructible shed. And I started trying to do it, and I couldn't be arsed. Like, I just couldn't, so I got rid of it. Right. Yeah, so let's have a go at trying to push that. It feels like a long way off. But why the hell not, right? I don't want to put anything down, but I'm pretty sure, I might stand corrected, but I'm pretty sure you can buy those businesses, right? Like the Cooper and the rope maker and candlestick maker. What's a rent train? How have I never seen this before? I've never used the train. What do you do with this? Rent train for £1,000 an hour, and then what? Can we ride to like a new town or is it like a Westworld thing? We come out the other side. You can rent a train to supply goods. Train to Saxlingham. I've never done that. See, there's so many people say, aren't you bored of this save? There's so... Oh, Christ, I'm about to meet my mate here. Let's move off the lines. There's still so many things in this save I haven't done, you know? No, don't worry, Miles. I'll work it out another day. Right, let's work on the constructible stuff then. I know we've still got some field work to do. Let me just double check where we got with that. So, I think we're all good until next month, and then we're going to have to spray and roll. I might be wrong. I cocked up the stone picking because I put the bloody cedar on there with AI too early last night, but lesson learned. But yeah, we're all good here. So, just as a bit of a recap before we go off sidetracking from field work. Oilseed radish in here, ready to be sunflowers and corn. We might buy one more field for sunflowers and corn, but we'll see. We've got wheat down here. We've got barley in the middle. Oh, no, we haven't finished. 13 and 10. 13 and 10. We need to get oilseed radish. That's why we have got enough. See, so this could all be sunflowers, and this could all be corn, or vice versa. Sugar beets in there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Canola's up in there just because it happened to be in there when we bought it. Okay. Let's just finish that field work. Get AI doing that while we're pissing about. So this is all done in an oilseed radish. Yep. Look at us working full days now without sleeping through them. David, did you see my message about driving a dolly? That's my daily job. No, mate, I didn't. Sorry, Bert. I was trying to think about the constructible thing. Save me from scrolling up. What was it, mate, based on? I don't like tabbing out of the game. Always makes me nervous. Right. AI, you can do that. I bought a fielding with carrots today. What a mistake that was. Danes, I'm so lucky, mate, because if I wouldn't have that infamous clip that's now on TikTok and still gets views every day, if I wouldn't have looked at the machinery required, oh my word, I'd have cocked up. I would have cocked up because I almost bought a carrot field for food for my animals. Guys, slight confession. Miles very kindly reminded me earlier to download the larger stone picker. I might have already had it downloaded and installed. No, I just didn't think to look yesterday. It might already be here. So, sorry about that. Sorry about that. But we're going to buy this now, so it's bought. It was sitting there all along. So thank you for someone in the past who would have told me to get it. You wouldn't watch if it was boring and I knew what I was doing. You'd all be somewhere else. You'll be watching Sparks or whatever. And his bouncy hair. Right. So that's that one. I don't know if we've got any stuns in the other one. If we have, we'll sell it. If we haven't, I mean, we'll sell it. Oh, didn't I leave it sitting in the top corner? Over there somewhere. So we're just going to sell it. It's tiny. It's tiny. It really doesn't matter. Wrong menu. Wrong menu. But yeah, standard Joel. I already had it. Never mind. 76 months we had that for. Don't you worry, Beano, because I'm selling the old one. Never going to use it again, am I? No, I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. Right. So, alright, let's go sell this wood. Where? Question, do you get more money if you sell wood to a factory you've bought? I feel like you should. I feel like you should. I feel like there should be a tax break or something. Oh, for why is that still sitting there? Why is that not on the back of my lorry? Can't sell the wood. Well, I can, but I risk unloading it where I don't need to, and then I can't. I got no way of picking it back up again. That's about the most Joel thing you'll see. Like, if you thought me already having the stone picker mod installed was me leaving the bloody pallet fork behind is the most Joel thing you'll see. I didn't get that reference either, Dave, but what are you on about, Beano? Oh, okay. Right. So, should we buy a business? Should we proper branch out? I've never done this. There better be an achievement for it. Willies. Can't buy Willies, apparently. Can buy the sawmill, though. Can't sell to the sawmill, Joel. You've made this frickin' mistake before. Why do I try to sell finished wood product to a sawmill? I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. Grain mill. Carpentry. They'd take it, wouldn't they? Surely. Joel's going wild. I hope you don't mind, guys. I'm just having fun with it, right? We've done all them baby learning steps. We've spent 18 months playing this save. It is 18 months, isn't it? November to November, December, January, February, March, April. Nearly. Next month, I'll be 18 months on this save, right? Like, surely I can have a bit of fun with it by now. They'll take it, wouldn't they? Alright, mate, I've just come look around to see if I want to buy your business. 300 grand, huh? Most business you got here. Show if anything happened to it. Oh, for freak's sake, I tried to sell this here, look. So that didn't work. What's this bit for? Why is there two? Oh, is that where stuff comes out? I don't freaking know. Am I buying the right? Surely you're not going to sell it to a sawmill because it's already been turned into lumber. So surely you sell it to a carpenter. Surely you sell it to a carpenter. Did I just put that in the wrong place when I did? Because this is one of my pallets, by the way, guys. In case you haven't been here very long, this is another Joel random pallet left on the map. The signs are back to normal now, JCB Dave. They're all gone back to normal. I'm just a little bit nervous. Hang on, I know how to answer this question. Find the carpenter on here and see what goes in and comes out. Why aren't these in alphabetical order? Like, it would make so much more sense if these were in alphabetical order. Oh, they kind of are, but then they're not. So, C-A, C-E, C-E, D-A, G. Why is Debris Crusher out of order? Is it a mod? No, maybe it's a mod. It's a mod. Shut up, Joel. So you put wood in. Oh, okay. So it only takes planks. It doesn't take beams. Okay. All right. That's fine. It takes planks, though. So I need somewhere to sell my planks. And then we can make little desks. I tell you what. That frickin' business better do it quicker than my little shed. Who was here back in the early days when I had the shed, the carpenter shed, and the bloke just took forever to do anything? He was constantly gassing or rolling up cigarettes. Right. So I think that's because they're wood beams. It won't take wood beams, but that's fine. We've got a little pallet fork now on the back of my truck, except it's not on the back of my truck. Christ. Right, we're going to buy this. Let's just raise a few quid. Let's raise... actually, if we can find somewhere to sell our planks, that'll give us all the money we need. 2 seconds. Short planks, or whatever. Planks. Playground. Of course it's the playground, when I don't have the bloody pallet forklift thing on the back. Where else can I see it? Well, Grain Elevator Museum don't want them, mate. Don't want them anymore. Why doesn't the Grain Elevator Museum want them anymore? The Playground doesn't want them either, because they're constructibles, I suppose, so ignore them too. Carpentry, there we go, look. Shit a price, but carpentry. Alright, let's empty some stuff in the warehouse, then we can sell them to ourselves to make desks. It's like free money. That's like I'm putting my own product in for free to get more expensive stuff out. I just broke economics there. I don't know if I'm ready for silver shafts yet, Miles. That's like fishing. It feels way out there. I don't know. Got all this wood. Right. What the frick was I doing? Warehouse. That's going to be a long night. I told you guys we had a rough couple of days with a sick kid. We got two forklifts here if anyone wants one. Anyone want to hop on and give me a hand? Can I join? What map? You're not a real farmer. Toot toot. Joel's finest bee piss. Coming to a supermarket shelf near you. Would you buy honey off me? I wouldn't. We're taking over the map. Joel's of Riverbend. I bet when Roy started at Wroxham, he had no intention of having a toy scent shop or a McDonald's franchise. He was just happy probably with a little department store selling frocks to grannies. If you're not from my part of the world, I'm sorry, none of this makes sense, but just go with it. Our first business purchase, guys. What's happened to me? I'm bloody changed man. I just needed a variety from Saxon. I can't do 2 saves following the same rules. It wouldn't work. I'd get bored. Right. Let's go buy a carpentry business. I would have preferred to do intimidation. Shame if anything happens to this, mate. It's a lovely business you got here now. But no, we're not going to do that. We're better than that. Oh, animal dealer would have been a good one. If we didn't have the Saxlingham save and I carried on going down the pig route, imagine we bought the... Oh, you can't buy it. Sucks. Sucks. Bloody Riverbend and your Monopoly rules. Where was the carpenter? Where was he? Dairy. Where was the bloody carpenter? Christ, if I remember. Here? Oil mill. Just click everything. Paper factory. Oh yeah, that's where I left that sheep, that wool. Or was it spinnery? I can't remember. Dairy. We'll get there in a minute, guys. Don't worry. This is how I drag out 4-hour streams. I'm sure he weren't up here. He was here somewhere. Why can't I see it? Don't hide from me. I'm buying it. Whether you like it or not, I'm buying it. Why is he hiding from me? Freaking hell. It's embarrassing. I'm clearly like missing it every time. It's down here. I'm sure it's down here. Sawmill. Where's the bloody carpenter? I can see chat scrolling. I'm just letting you go. You do whatever you're doing, probably insulting me. I'm going to find it. I'm determined. It's gone. I'm not doing it deliberately. That one caught my eye. There he is. I must have clicked everything around her. Freak's sake. That better go green so I know it's mine so I can find it in the future. Is he doing this deliberately? Welcome in, Stan. How's it going? Welcome in, Gren. Welcome in, Steve. Great to see you all, guys. Hope you're well. We're buying our first business. I need somewhere to send all my bloody pallets of wood to now that the grain elevator museum and the playground don't need the short ones. So we're buying our first business. I don't want to place any factories. I'm not interested in that. But I don't mind buying what's already there. Going up in the world. Why is there not an achievement for that? I just bought my first business. I want an achievement. Also, why does that not show as mine? I'm never going to find it again. I'm never going to find it again. Right, we'll tag that. We'll take these pallets to it. Welcome in, Philly. How's it going? Let's go. We're not going to try and cut through Willys with the big Arctic. Anyone know why my reproduction would have dropped back down to 10%? I was almost at 100%. It's nearly always related to health, mate. What's the health of your animals? I see an opportunity to do this bus. Sucks to be you. Bridge here, Joel. Yeah, not too bad, mate. I had a sick child in the house all week, so a bit tired at this point. He only went into school one day this week. I never known him to be off. He was off less time for chicken pox. So I'm a bit tired, but apart from that, can't complain. It's a Friday, innit? Mod love, yeah. Thank you, mods. Which way am I going? Oh, shit. I didn't realise where I was coming out. I got my bearings wrong. What's that car doing in my business? I own this now. Bugger off. This is my town. Right. Let's make us some desks or whatever shit comes out of this. Right. I guess these will go to the warehouse if I have them on storing. I guess that's like every other pallet, right? I remember that was you, mate. I remember that was you, but I didn't know if you wanted me to sort of call you that on here or what. Right. Yeah, I'm guessing that'll go, I'm guessing that'll go to the, warehouse. So hang on a minute. This needs wood? Well, I know a man who's got a lot of wood. I know a man who's got exceptional amounts of wood. We can help you out there, Moonbeam. I've got suddenly a place to send some of my leftover wood, guys. Lovely old job. Lovely old job. Right. I only play for a short time in the evening, then the missus has the TV. Well, you picking bloody carrots then was a really bad idea. Really bad idea. I bet you do, Dave, what? Right, I need to just sell this leftover stuff somewhere, really. I suppose if I had my pissin'... So annoyed I left it behind. So annoyed I left it behind. Where is she? What sort of speed do you reckon this thing goes up to? Clive, for goodness sake, not more gift subs. Thank you, Clive. Guys, Clive has been with us about 2 weeks and given out 200 gift subs in that time. You don't have to, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're well. Dad came, and I love when people come in, thank him for the gift sub. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Right. We're off to the carpenters, lads. Niche Mitchell and Webb look reference there. Yeah. I'm going to make you watch every single second of this. Does anyone remember the ploughing incident? You'd better bloody believe we're going all the way to the carpenters in this. You better believe it. That reminds me of that Phoenix Night sketch with the stair lift. The things I'm going to do to you. Sorry. Probably too old for you lot for that. There we go. Most people would use AI, not me. Most people would get the truck and come back for it, not me. Yeah. Yeah. Imagine this is the moment you choose to follow. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate it. I'm basically just baiting my audience at this point by making them watch me drive the Palfinger, which has never done more than 5-meter sprints in its life. Go halfway across the map. I can't sell from the trailer. The carpentry place is full. And I want to pick up the wood beams whilst I'm there. I better warm the tyres up. Can you imagine trying to... It's like when that kid goes round your estate on a moped and they keep rolling off the throttle to try and pretend in front of, I don't know, birds that don't know how motorbikes work, that they've somehow got gears. I never understood that. I never understood it. Just keep the bloody hairdryer pinned, for goodness sake. If it's not road legal, explain the number plate. Explain the number plate, Tony. In the eyes of the Riverbend Springs... What would they call it as an American map? PD to PD or whatever. RSPD. It's got a number plate on. That's good enough for me. We're just lucky that guy that got enraged over the ploughing incident isn't in the stream tonight. I don't know. No, Dave, it's got a number plate. That's good enough for me. Sorry, mate. What's a safety beacon? Never heard of one. Nope, it's a number plate. I reckon if you look close enough, you'll see a little tax disc. An old tax disc left over from the 90s. Slapped on the front. I've got the posture of that tosspot as well, right? He knows they're keeping everyone waiting. They're like, nope, I'm going to get there in my own time. Horn. Hasn't got a horn either. Oh, true story. Sorry, I don't want to stop high-speed action for you. True story. I used to have a Nissan Micra. It didn't really have nothing behind the steering wheel. You don't need to know why there was all wires hanging out. There was nothing behind the steering wheel. But ultimately, there was physically no horn in the car. And I used to take it to a mechanic who I only knew by the name of Killer. I never knew the bloke's real name. Everyone just called him Killer. I didn't ask why. And he would service it for me and do the MOT. Sorry, he never got serviced. It never got serviced in its life, that car. He would do the MOT for me, and what got to the horn, he used to press the steering wheel and go, ah, there we go. I shit you not. I shit you not. I used to stand there as like an 18, 19-year-old kid, having my car MOT'd by a bloke called Killer. Hello. And that's what he did when it come to MOTing and checking the horn. It's like, I can't help if it stopped working when you drove off the forecourt, mate. So it worked when I tested it. I heard it. I was like, all right. True story. Geordie lad, thank you for sharing the stream streak. Love that. Love that. Yeah, my wife. Was it my wife? Oh, God, it might not have been. Whoever I was with at the time, they used to have a fit about it not being safe. I was like, that's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's been serviced by a bloke called Killer. What could go wrong? Clive, thank you so much for the bits. Bloody hell, mate. Thank you so much for the 5,000 bits. Appreciate you. Oh, engine feel a bit hot on this thing. Can you imagine I drain my battery? After all of that, there's no battery left. Oh, lithium battery is smucking underneath me. Oh, I thought I could fit it in the back, but I can't. All right, that's fine. Palfinger. I probably should undo the sides then. That'd be the sensible thing, Joel. He says after driving 3 miles to the truck. I feel like, Barry, I shouldn't reveal too much more about that bloke. It might not end well for me. Let's just say you got, I don't know what his real name was, so I'm not describing his appearance or identifying factors. How could I push that forward more? I feel like I ain't forward enough. Oh, I can do that. Hang on. Oh, it's got a shunt. I didn't know it could shunt. Look at that. Hang on. Oh, Christ. I got excited. Let me fix this first. It's got a shunter. I'm never getting bored of that. This is better than the bloody thing I've got in my warehouse. I could, like, tidy these all up, look. I'm easily pleased, Clive. I'm easily pleased, mate. It don't take a lot. I once bought a pair of waterproof oilies for a motorbike when I had my motorbikes. A set of Spada oilies, top and bottoms, and they only cost me 45 quid. And like the year before, I'd spent hundreds on waterproof, like, Gore-Tex gear, and it just leaked. It was awful. And I spent 45 quid on these sort of like oily kind of two-piece things. And my poor wife, she must have heard about that for an entire year. Every weekend I went out, I was like, £45 that. £45 them. Completely waterproof. Completely waterproof. I didn't shut. I was so happy over something so simple. Right. Well, are we? How do I can't remember how to get this bugger on the back here. That'll be interesting. Let's get these strapped in first. That don't take a lot. I'm a simple creature, really. I'm a complicated man, but a simple creature all in one. I remember this taking me forever to work out the first time I did it. I've only used it once, so... I can't remember if it I think it drives on, so we need to put it in... like that, I think. And then do I lock it from the truck? Attached. There we go. Bloody hell, I did it first time, guys. That'll never happen again. That'll never happen again. Hang on, what's going on? There's a person that spent the last half an hour continually walking backwards and forwards in front of my house. That's not you, is it, Liam? Right. Right. Look at that. I'm impressed. So, we're not going to sell this. We're just going to load up some more wood. We're going to load up some more wood. We need to get the... We need to get the beams and the long planks, because if the museum doesn't take them, we'll bring them back here. We are bloody proper woodsmen now, Dave Bot. We're not only growing it at source, we're producing IKEA flat pack with it as well. You bloody keep me. If I start going out with the dog in the morning and finding pissing packets of malted milk on my doorstep, I'm calling the police. From any of you, not just Liam. Oh, sugar. AI. They're probably done, aren't they? This is what happens when you're running a big old operation. Look. They're left bits, but I think I said this to you before, guys. We are running a massive farm now. We are using AI workers, or in the real world, we'd be using staff, contractors, whatever, right? So I have to accept that they're going to leave bits now, right? That is just natural, because you're putting your trust into other people. So plus it looks realistic, right? Every time I walk my dog across fields, there's little tufts and missed bits where seed didn't grow at the bottom of the field because it got too wet or whatever. So yeah, we're not going to make it perfect, because it wouldn't be perfect on a farm of this size. What's that, carpenter? You need some wood, you say? I know a man. Who left that friggin' truck in the middle of the road? Bloody bloke, you think you own the place now? Buying up all our local businesses, taking over the land? You wait 20 years from now. I'm selling it all off for housing. You're going to hate me. And I'm going to be bloody loaded. Right. To be fair, Clive, I deserve being baited about that sort of thing when I just baited you lot with driving a bloody forklift all the way up this road. Can we come right through, or have I left that trailer in the way? I've left that trailer in the way, ain't I? It's fine, we'll just change sides. Why would I leave that trailer there? What was I thinking? Actually, let's put that right now, because we've got the space to store that trailer now, haven't we? So let's put that right. All them eggs, my poor old chickens haven't been fed for months. Welcome in, Hacky, mate. How's it going? Look at this. We're bloody big boy farmers now. We ain't pissing about. There was a time when you lot used to say I couldn't reverse as well. Oh, I can go in a bit further actually. Give it a shunt. That'll be right. This is how Clive does it, I've heard. Can't be asked to re-hook it up. Just give it a nudge. Oh, there's a fence there, Joel. Hell, that was nearly calamitous. You do it with a dolly, Tony. What, the warehouse, mate? It's agro-logistics. Agro-logistics. I had it since Alan recommended it, didn't he? Months and months, and probably like a year ago now, as scary as that is. Suddenly this warehouse seems fitting, because when we were doing the save with the previous restrictions, it seemed a bit too big, right? But now it feels fitting, don't you think? I need to change the sides. How do I change the sides? Or do they open both? Oh, it opens both, awesome. Turn the engine off, Joel, you're not bloody made of money. Suddenly it was quiet. So quiet. Imagine if I ripped into that full version of that Bjork song and just started screaming down the mic. And so peaceful until... All the people that got us lurking and on in the background, putting their kids to bed. Sorry. Another one of Joel's internal scenarios being talked out when it could have stayed in my head. Wood. We own a carpentry, guys. How about that, huh? This doesn't have a shunt on it, does it? Don't tell me this has had it all along. No. I want to use the bloody Palfinger now. You can get out of here for a minute. I want to use my Palfinger because he's got a shunt on it. He's got reach. That's why I used to load with the Merlot, because it obviously is a bit more clunky in here, but he had a lot more ability to stack neater. Welcome in, flying mate. Hope you're well. No, wrong button. Right. Get me your Palfinger out. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't know this had a... Look at that. Look at the reach on it. Look at the reach on it. Frig my regular forklift. Welcome in, Rich, mate. How's it going? Nothing to see here. Just testing the structural strength of the warehouse. Oh, I'm sweating. Oh, my beard got stuck in my mic. Let's move you back. It's not a good look. I say, suddenly this warehouse, though, it doesn't look out of place, right? There was a time when I used to worry about everything looking so busy when I was trying to do the whole small farm thing. Don't worry about that anymore. Look at this. Oh, I love it. I'm selling the other one. I don't need the other... This is so much easier to use. It turns better with its free wheels. It's got reach. Here's the test. But the fact that I can do this. Look at that. That's freaking beautiful. That's freaking beautiful. I don't know if they're going to stay there when I put the walls up, but I'll tie it down. I'll be fine. Is that going to... I'm overlapping, aren't I? Oh, no, I got a bit more on that side. Frig's sake, Tony. So Tony on YouTube, Rich, I noticed you arrived, but the likes didn't increase. Step up, man. Bloody hell. Nothing like giving people a warm welcome. I'm never using another forklift again. Genuinely. I'm going to leave the sides down and strap them on, so I ain't got to worry about them going to the moon when I try to put the sides up. Could see why the Micra had no horn. Oh, don't. The worst story about... There was 2 other bad stories about that Micra. One year, they were doing roadworks on the A11 as you come towards Thickthorn. And there always used to be toss pots in BMWs. There's always BMWs that used to basically squeeze down the outside where there wasn't a lane. I'm not talking about merge and turn. The merge and turn had already happened like a mile back, right? But these blokes in Beamers, and they're always like your salesman types, always used to try and squeeze down the outside, go round the cones. It used to piss me off. Well, this thing was such a heap of shit, I didn't care what happened to it. So I used to open my driver's door. When I used to get to the front of the queue, I used to just open my driver's door, because I thought if you go through it, that could do more damage to your motor than it is mine, mate. And I just used to sit there with my driver's door open in the queue. Such a shithead when I was younger. Like, not that you can tell that from seeing some of the stuff I do on here, trying to test your patience with driving the pallet, the forklift all the way over there and everything. Just used to annoy me. And the lorries all used to get over and try and stop them, and they still done it, right? They'd go round the outside of the cones, and so yeah, I just used to open my front door on them. They'd be doing me a favour if they writ it off. I'm never using another forklift again. Can I give a shout out to Miles for alerting me to this trailer? Because this trailer and forklift combo has changed my life. I'm going to get someone to read it out at my funeral. Joel's life changed when he discovered the Palfinger. Sorry, I weren't concentrating. Let's get back on it, Joel, because you're doing a good job here. That's my son's latest thing, right? If he's like proud of you, he's getting a little bit too old to do the whole gushing like a 5-year-old would. So now it's like, good job, Dad, good job. And like when he says that, that's as close as you're now going to get to him saying he's proud of me. It's always like, good job, Dad. Oh, come on, don't do the old sticky. That's me, this is me, it's not the game. I've gone the wrong way, I forgot it was inverted. Come on, Joel. Just tap it in. Look at this. I don't need the other forklift. Screw it. It's Palfinger all the way for me now. I'm happy. I'm just in here in my little shed with my wood, fingering away. Like, there ain't nothing else I need in life, really, than this forklift. It's a thing of beauty. It's a bloody thing of beauty. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. This is where I got a message from my wife, because we got Tesco delivery. And she's like, could you stop that? Because we got a bloody Tesco man downstairs. Hang on, I better just check my messages. Oh, it's alright, it's from my old man. I got a message and I was worried. Can you imagine she's unloading the shop and there's me. I'm naive when it comes to the gameplay. I'm not always naive with the phrasing. He's refusing to check Discord chat. I wonder why. I don't check Discord when I'm live, guys. There's only so many things I can do at once. Oh, hell. Oh, we're going to lose that one, aren't we? That's a shame. If we just Yeah, do that. Let that fall down. Don't worry about that. He's upside down now, for goodness sake. Don't worry about it. We'll just push him into the selling point if all else fails. Oh, I nearly pulled off a masterstroke then. Oh, for freak's sake. Just tap it in. There we go. Look, nothing to worry about. Don't you worry. I know you lot doubted me. We need a little radio mod. There needs to be a radio mod for the warehouse. You can have a bit of like royalty-free tunes playing in the background. What is the hut you use for the warehouse again? Oh my word, it's like a weekly occurrence. I'm joking. It's the I don't think it's probably the in the factory section, mate. Here. No, that's the tailor shop. It looks like that though. Logi transfer, mate. Logi transfer. No, you can't play the music. JTB Dave. You'll notice that all streamers turn off the background music of all games. Minecraft's the worst one. Because Minecraft, the guy, like absolute genius, retained the rights for the music. So when Minecraft was made, nobody expected it to grow on and be like a 20-year hit that it is. The kid that made the music retained all the rights. So now if you upload if you stream Minecraft or whatever and you don't turn that music off, he's rubbing his hands. Think of all the YouTube videos out there with the original soundtrack playing in the background that he's getting the pennies for. But no, you can't. Any game, you have to turn off the background music. If I was playing like GTA or whatever, it's just not worth it. You'll get copyright struck. It's not worth it. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, you can control what side, Ben, on it. I'm not intending to put the sides up. I'm going to just strap it. Just going to strap it. Enjoy, Clive, mate. Safe travels. Thank you again for your generosity tonight, mate. Please know that you haven't got an impossible bar to set for yourself. You can just turn up and watch, mate. Appreciate you. Palfinger. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Is it really wicked? Tony, thank you for the gifted sub, mate. You'd have to do that. Appreciate you, mate. Let's try and cram this one on the end. Already, you can see the bit I've done with the new forklift compared to the old. Definitely an improvement. Loving this. Miles should change my life with this machine. Hacky, thank you for the gifted sub. Cheers, guys. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate you all. Eltrian, have I... Oh, I've butchered that. Hang on. Eltaren, let me know if I've completely cocked that up. Thank you so much for the follow, mate. I appreciate you. Welcome in, Professor, mate. I hope you're well. Layla, thank you for the follow. Great name, by the way. My sister's called Layla. Right. Oh, I'll get some of the old wood beams on here, but they're heavy old stuff. Maybe save them for the next load. Let's get rid of these, because I want to do a load just using this forklift, because I think I can do it pretty neat. What the... Clive, you left! How can you send more gift subs when you're not even here, supposedly? Jesus hell. Jesus hell? I don't know what that is. Apparently that's a new saying I've made up. I tell you why I said that, because my cousin, my nephew, sorry, says it. I've got nephews like 5 or 6 years old, and you know when they're at that age where they kind of want to exclaim something or express their shock, but they hear stuff the adults say and they don't really know how to put it together. He says, Jesus heck. So cute. Right. Leave the old one at the museum for next time you forget the finger. What's that, Liam? You want me to drive this one to the museum? Is that what you're asking? Clive, thank you. I don't know if Clive's still with us, because who knows, right? You should have left already. 20 gift subs tonight, guys, and 5,000 bits. Thank you so much, Clive. Appreciate you. Yeah, Dave Bot, why did he suggest that? Because you all know I'll do. Right, I'm going to use this as a bit of decoration for the time being. It can just like literally sit and make this look warehousey. I'm never using it again, though. I can tell you that for free. I bloody love this thing. I've fallen in love with a forklift. Right. Fasten these. What do you reckon will happen if I try and do the sides up? We're not going to try and do the sides up. It's not worth it. Right, we'll go to our usual places and see where they'll be accepted. Oh, for frig's sake. You're right, Kilted. You're right. Will I ever learn? Will I ever learn? I'm beyond help, guys. Like, I'm beyond help. How have I made it to, like, 41 years old and managed to hold down a job and have a roof over my head? Really? Forklift King. Right. She's in. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, watch the road, Joel. Watch the road. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, guys. It's been a long week, right? Anyone who's got kids will know what I mean. When you're up all hours with sick kids and the routine's all messed up and you're having to take carers leave and clear up sick and all the other stuff. Last night there was evidence that the brain had gone and the memory had gone. Tonight has just confirmed it. Just confirmed it. It's like when you have a newborn, innit? You literally, people talk about baby brain. It's so true, and you get a reminder of what that's like when they're ill. Everything goes out of the window. Like I feel like I say, if I hadn't walked a dog, I'd be climbing the walls. I said to my son, like, we're just going to try and do something, mate. I said, even if we drive to a beach and you just walk along a coastline for a little bit, I just need to, I need to see sky. Welcome in, Jigs. How's it going? Hope you're well. This is a bit quicker than when I used to do this by tractor and trailer, isn't it? So look, the front half was the new pallet fork, the back half was the old one. I think we can improve it even further. Yeah, I'm good, mate. It's a Friday, innit? It's a Friday. It's been a long ass week. Money, money, money in the bank. Yes. That's a bit dangerous, Joel, moving forward without strapping them in. Right. Like a piston transformer. Need to remember where my carpentry place is now. This way, Joel, this way, this way. I will get rid of these pallets that have been in the back of this trailer for about a year. Don't worry about it, Clive. Why are you still here? Don't worry about it. I'll put a white rag on the back. Everything's fine. Everybody knows that all health and safety is accounted for if you tie a white rag on the back. That's what we used to do in the 90s, or that's what my old man used to do when we had stuff hanging out the back of vans and pickups. White rag fixes everything. It says, I've seen it, I've acknowledged it, now leave me alone. Nowadays, that's an old high vis, innit? But back in the 90s, it was a white rag, and that was good enough. No, both screams pull me over like a high-vis vest flapman, yeah. I also find steamed up rear windows in a Transit will do it as well. The amount of times when I was in a band and we had a load of people in the back taking them to the gigs and that. We used to pull up at like the waterfront in Norwich. There'd be about 18 people come out the back. Get old health and safety. You're lucky if you got to sit on a wheel arch. I don't think it needs anything of this. I have you on the telly while I'm sleeping. Keep the noise down. You know I'm not actually... Like, there was once upon a time when this was quite an ASMR channel. I get too excited nowadays. I blame you lot. When I used to sit here on my own with no viewers, I was like pissing, whispering Bob Harris, a farm sim, except with a ginger beard and Norfolk accent. Now, I can't be held responsible if I wake you up. Right. Where are we taking these then? Where are we taking these? We could sell them to the dodgy old boy making all the benches, couldn't we? Not there. Oh, Playground Hall maker weirdo will buy them, wouldn't he? We'll go there. Forester safe 2 up in half an hour. Don't talk up too soon, mate, because that'll make my bloody year if Spurs get relegated. There is nothing that annoys me more in football. I have nothing against Spurs, but there is nothing that annoys me more in football than people who think like the impossible is impossible when it really isn't, right? Like, we're too big to go down and all that crap. No, you're not. No one is. Look what's happening to Leicester at the minute. No one is. Like last year when Man United and Tottenham were flirting with the bottom sort of 5. I don't know what gave them the right to think they could go down, because you can. Welcome, Purple. How's it going, mate? Hope you're well. I've fallen in love with a forklift tonight, Purple, so if you hear anything that sounds a bit weird, it probably is. How do we get on? We can't go under the bridge, so where are you planning to go, Joel? You have to go all the way around. We might get under the bridge. Oh, for goodness sake. That's like, I imagine this is what like it feels like for a farmer that's got goats, and you find you're just driving around and one's got its head stuck through a fence or something. That's what AI workers are like for me. Like, Jesus. How long have I been paying him to sit there for? How long have I been paying him to sit there? I have to do everything myself. Hang on. Let me fix it. I'm like bloody Tony Beats. I'm going about my business. I see some disaster happening, so I have to get out and fix it. I have to do everything myself around here. This field is a ball ache, though, because you might remember when I recut... You can't help the telegraph lines, they were there from the start. But when I recut this in, I'd done it far too close to the tree line. This was one of the first fields I recreated, if you remember. There was cows on here. I think I'd done the meadow, and then I'd done here. And it was just silly. It was naive. It was lack of experience. I cut it far too close to the tree line. So to be fair, AI are never going to be able to handle this field. To be fair, though, they got around this bit where I thought they'd get stuck. They just can't navigate the telegraph pole that Giants put there. Get it built, get it done. Yeah, it's all on West Ham, innit? If West Ham can pick up 6 points... I think Spurs are done for, because I can't see Spurs getting more than 2 wins. I just can't. I could even see them losing to Wolves, right? You don't forget, it weren't that long ago that Wolves, they held Arsenal, didn't they? I don't think they beat Arsenal. They held Arsenal. I might have got that wrong. But that was only a couple of weeks ago, right? And they got nothing to play. All the pressure's off now for Wolves. Welcome in, Liam, mate. How's it going? Jumping between tasks here, guys, just because AI keep getting stuck. Yeah, it's the last game of the season, isn't it? Because you could have a scenario for Spurs where Chelsea relegate them and Arsenal win the league, right? Like, I don't think Arsenal will win the league. I think they've bottled it, but I was expecting Man City to put a lot more past Burnley, though. That's definitely changed the picture. Because if they had beat Burnley 3 or 4-0, then that would have really piled the pressure on Arsenal, particularly because they've got their Atletico Madrid games. Yeah, I like Forest. I absolutely hate their owner. I like Forest, except for when I used to go there as a kid. Their home fans in the top tier used to pour their piss and tea down on us in the bottom tier. I didn't like that so much. But I love that part of Nottingham. Like, I love Trent Bridge. I used to love going to cricket at Trent Bridge. I love that pub on the corner. Always used to be good fun seeing the test match at Trent Bridge. Being in the old lively stand. I can't remember what that stand is called now. In an end, that was a side. Side stand. I remember one year we took a family friend with us who was very I don't know, he'd be very shocked by the stuff I say on here, put it that way. And I remember his face sitting there on the Saturday of the test, and people were building empty pint glass towers and singing football songs. You never seen anyone look so out of place in your life. See you later, cheese. Portsmouth was the worst experience I had as a kid. We used to go home and away when we were kids. We never went on holiday. Mum and Dad took us to every Norwich match, home and away. And at Portsmouth, we went there on a Tuesday night, and there was a load of kids lined up, and they would kick me and my brother and sister in the shins. And then all the dads would be standing behind them, waiting for a parent to react. It's different in the 90s, though, right? But, yeah, it was ridiculous. So we had to just... I remember my old man saying, just suck it up. Just suck it up. Because they just wanted some parent to react, right? And then that all hell would have broke loose. Coming home all the way from bloody Portsmouth on a Tuesday night, going to school with like 2 hours sleep, with my shins covered in bruises. Since I realised I could turn on that automatic application rate, you noticed how less fertiliser and seed we're getting through. It definitely makes a difference. Because I would have absolutely had to fill this up to do those 3 fields we've just done. I know they're only small fields, but it absolutely would have run out of something, whether it was fertiliser or seed. Do you reckon Sunderland are just happy they got their relegation survival bonuses and they're on their holidays already? Welcome in, Hamster mate. How's it going? Hope you're well. My son was ill again today. I had to take carer's leave today to look after him and take him to the doctor. So Sunday's a little bit up in the air. My wife was like, why don't you go on your own? But this is my last weekend. For the next 2 weekends, I'll be away, right? I'm leaving next Saturday at like 7 in the morning. I'm coming home on Sunday, and I'll be absolutely knackered after a full day of travelling. So the whole point of going on Sunday is I want us to go out as a family and have a bit of a giggle, knowing I weren't going to be around for a couple of weekends. And yeah, poor bugger's ill again, mate. So as much as I've got her blessing to come on my own, I'd like him to come with me if he can. So I'll keep you posted about Sunday, mate. Oh, Newcastle have been awful. Are you a Geordie fan as well, Steve? I knew obviously Geordie lad is, obviously. Yeah, I'd love to go. I'd be happy going on my own if it weren't for the circumstances, you know. Like, I feel like that was a bit of a wasted Sunday because I miss him, right? I'm a proper sop. I'm really soppy when I go away. I don't deal with it well. I hate travelling and leaving. Ever since he was a baby, I hadn't enjoyed it. I sort of have to have a little word with myself in the taxi or the car leaving for the airport, and then I'm alright. Once I've got my game face on, I'm alright, but I'm a bit of a soppy old sod when it comes to leaving. You've got to be worried as well from a Newcastle point of view, guys, with what's going on with the Live Golf, right? Because they're basically, if anyone's not aware of that, go check out, who was the old Sunderland director, absolute clown, meme on a bloody stick? Wanted them to play house music in the, in the stands on Sunderland Till I Die. Anyway, Charlie someone. If you haven't watched the podcast he does, The Business of Sport, with the other guy who's actually got some common sense. He comes across great on there, by the way. He just come across terribly on Netflix. If you've not checked out the latest episode of the Business of Sport podcast, you can watch it on YouTube or listen on Spotify, and you hear what's going on with Liv, I would be seriously worried if I was a Newcastle fan at the minute. I'd be seriously worried if I was a Newcastle fan, because they're basically saying we're just going to invest in our own country now. The time of us worrying about, you know, sports washing, whatever you want to call it, and they would call it, you know, improving their image abroad and all that sort of stuff. Them days are gone. Like, I think Liv is going to die at the end of this. I know nothing about golf. I just know there's no future. So yeah, they've gone. You guys have gone from a couple of years ago thinking you were getting Mbappe. I don't know. I shouldn't laugh because it could be really serious, right? I don't know where it ends. But they've made it very clear. If you go look that up, they're taking all their money away back home, basically. They're taking their ball and they're going home. Just so you know, there was no notification on Discord about you going live. Oh, sorry, hamster, mate. Don't know why that didn't work. Well, considering that then, guys, I'll take 60 viewers. Appreciate you all. Shut up. I'm working here. No, you're not. You're talking. Right. Turn that off. Fold you up. Lift you up. Fold you up. Cheers, hamster. Let me have a quick look. I don't look at Discord when I'm live. I made the mistake of doing that before, guys, and every now and then you'll get the odd dickhead message, and it completely ruins the stream for me. Like, I can't compartmentalize. I can't switch off. If you see some horrible, you know, comment or whatever, DM, it just ruins the fun for me, so I'd rather deal with that afterwards. Let me fix that now. Sorry, guys. Thanks for letting me know, mate. Back in the day, it used to be poor old Snuffle's job. When that didn't work, Snuffle would always put on Discord when we were going live. We are live on Twitch, and you... Sorry, the notification didn't work. Cheers, guys. Right. No, I'm not blaming you for this one, Dave, but it's always been rope. It's why I cancelled my Dino Premium. I used to pay for Dino Premium. I was like, why am I paying for it? Half the features don't work reliably. So there used to be a feature you could pay for, so every YouTube got a notification when you upload a new YouTube video. Half of them didn't work. Pointless. Yeah, no, you're good, mate. You're good. Jimmy, welcome in. I hope you're good. What's he trying to do? Get out of my ass. God, I forgot we've got sheep. I need to get rid of these animals, guys, because I've got no interest in feeding them or caring for them. Like, I'm so engrossed now in what we're doing with the field work, and obviously now we've got the carpentry. I've got my hands full, right? Every time I drive past them and I remember they exist, I feel bad. They're not even real, Joel. Can you believe how much of the day we're streaming now? Like, I'm so busy, we're not doing any skipping. Yes, the thing is they have to spend all the money on the training ground. That's what Leicester obviously did, right? Look at that training ground going into League One. Because of the way the whole profitability and sustainability rules work, it's kind of like, it's a good way of offsetting it. But it's mad. Them whole rules are screwed anyway, because it's all about protecting the pissing elites, and I don't agree with it. That's probably a bit controversial for us to talk about here. It's supposed to be a chilled place. Right, let's just leave you there for now. Let's get back to what I was doing with the lorry. Christ, it's dark. It's dark already, look. Yeah, you know what I'm like, Dave. Like, I'm in love with something 1 minute, and then I'm done with it. It's dead to me, and I'm very much like out the animals on this save. if I can't do it properly, I don't want to know. It's kind of like story of my life. If I can't do something 100%, I don't want to do it at all. And because I'm now like focused on other things on this save, the sheep, the goats, the chickens, they don't really mean anything to me. Right, we'll get this done. And I don't like playing the game in the dark. Even though Riverbend is like the city of eternal sunshine, it makes me laugh how many light hours there are on here. Oh, hell, that kicked. That nearly sent me into the wall. First yawn, that's good. Look at that. 8:48. I'll take that. That's not bad for a first yawn, guys. I've come in the wrong way here. It's fine. We'll use the old Palfinger. Don't worry about it. We'll actually do it like we should be doing it. Is there lights on this? Oh, there is. Oh, there's little side lights as well, look. This thing's got everything. I love it. I know this is going to come crashing down. I don't care. Don't care. Just going to stick out the old appendage. Yoink. Oh, hell. She's a bit heavy. She's a bit heavy. I won't do that then. Change your plan. Change your plan. Thank you, JCB Dave, mate. Appreciate you. Oh, sorry, I'm not paying attention here. Come on, Joel. Get it together. I can't get the angle to see what I'm doing to find the hole. There we go. What the hell? I put it on my bloody... I don't know what that was about. What am I doing here? Playing the light. Anyone who's watched this series from the start, it all started with wood. We used to come to this playground and that was our main payday. We had the little tiny 30,000 sawmill. That was our main payday, bringing planks here. Not to the old chair maker over there, but the playground behind us. Oh, I love this. I love it. Yeah. Hamster, are you still with us, mate? I saw tomorrow the forecast like 20 degrees, right? That'll be bloody heaving tomorrow, won't it? I reckon Sunday will be the quieter day. There's a lot of... I like they do that though, that you buy a ticket and you can choose which day to go on. Because especially if people's plans change. Because if we'd have bought a ticket for Saturday, I'd be screwed now because I wouldn't be confident my son could do an all-day thing, right? He might not still be able to on Sunday, but But yeah, I do like that. It's a nice touch, that whole buy a ticket and you can turn up whatever day you like. It's 20 here tomorrow, Tony. 20 with an E at the end. Yeah, I did when I bought that coat last time, or a couple of years ago. I didn't go last year. That was on the Sunday, because you get people what are get rid. You always have to be careful on the first day of things like that, because they have to pay such a big old pitch fee. They're often overpriced, and a lot of them places they rely on it being shit phone signals. You can't Google it, right, and see what it should be. They go and chuck like 10% on everything. But on Sunday, that go out the window. Welcome in, Shane. How's it going? How's it on the other side of the world? I used to like Ross County. I used to like Ross County Stag, or Kilted, what I call you, Stag. Because Norwich had a player called Cedric Anselan that went to Ross County, didn't they? I played touch rugby with him for a charity. He's a big Norfolk Mind ambassador now. He lived back here in Norfolk now. And he, I used to love him when he was at Norwich. I don't think he was probably as good when he was at Ross County. His better days had gone, but I loved an out-and-out winger back then. You don't see him anymore. Yeah, he come back to Norfolk, and now he's like a Mind mental health ambassador. And I was at an event with him. And, yeah, he played touch rugby against him. I'm remembering that right, innit? Cedric Anselan did go to Ross County. I'm sure he did. Sure he did. It's a nice sunny day. That's nice, Shane. That's why I moved to Scotland. Can't handle the southern heat anymore. 23C and I turned to a sexy ball of sweat. I expect the women couldn't handle it, could Tony? Police would come and have a word with you. Come on, mate. Wind it in. People are going to faint here. There we go, guys. Look at that. We can now sell here again eventually. Like, now that we've got the tools to do the job. It's not a tool that's in the base game, typical. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this. Oh, it's because the forklift lights went off. I thought my lights went off. Ross County, then Bordeaux, then Lille. See, I do remember. I did like that bloke as a player. Right, I don't know how we're getting out down here. It's such a stupid ass design. We'll reverse. It's easier to reverse. What would Clive do? He'd reverse. He'd say balls to it. Right, Joel a year ago in this game wouldn't have done that. There'd have been all sorts of crashes. Sorry, I was itching my eye. I was itching my eye and I crashed. Can this go under the bridge? It'll go under the bridge, just whether or not I can swing it round. It would depend whether a bus appears. There we go. Golden. Golden. Dark Princess, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're well. I hope you had a good week so far. Happy Friday. Well, unless you're Shane on the other side of the world where it's now Saturday. Right. Look at all this wood we got. And we've got to sell the rest of the allotment stuff, to be fair. We've also got to sell the rest of the allotment stuff. So since it's night, is there a bit of light in here? What are we trying to save money on the electric? Here we are. No, that's the gate. Where's the lights? There we are. Was that it? I was expecting it to be brighter. Thank you and hope you're well too. Hope the little one feels better soon. Oh, thank you so much and thank you for lurking as well. Like, we got loads of people that watch in the background. I forget how many are with us and listening to my crap. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Oh, it's break time. It is. Hell, man, that first 2 hours went quick. I feel like we achieved a lot, though. I feel like we achieved a lot. Like, we're worn out the rubber on this thing, driving on the road. So I think when I get back, guys, I'm going to clear out the remnants of our allotment, get rid of all these pallets. If I'm going to keep using the eggs and the goat's milk and the wool, I really need to go round and look after the animals as well. So we'll do that next after we sleep. Like, the sheep and the goats should be fine. It's whether or not the chickens are, because I've not looked at them in ages. Oh, they're still alright. They're still kicking on. Look at that. Better than pigs and cows. You have to tend to them every single month. I do not miss mixing up TMR anymore. I'm done with TMR for a bit. I follow on YouTube. Didn't realise you're on Twitch. Oh, brilliant. Now, it all started on Twitch. I've been on Twitch since about 2021. Only started streaming on YouTube gaming anyway. I used to do a serious sort of talk show thing on YouTube. But I only started streaming this on YouTube, what, last summer, guys, I suppose? End of last autumn time, I guess? I don't know. Right. So, guys, that's what we'll do. What I'm going to do, so I don't forget, let's just get it unloaded now. So all this stuff. We're going to have quite a bit to get rid of, but we're just going to shunt it. We're going to get the chief shunter here. And we'll just get rid of all that stuff, and then eventually our warehouse will be just full of wood product, eggs, goat's milk, wool, and that's probably it, right? We turned the greenhouses off. The allotments are all retired now. We have full-blown arable. Right, guys, there's not much to look at for the break, I'm afraid, but it's night time. So we're going to be spending night in the warehouse because Joel's some sort of farm sim streamer now and don't sleep through half the days. When I get back in a couple of minutes, that's what we're going to do. We'll crack on and we'll sleep and get into November. I think we'll probably have a bit of spraying and rolling to do in November. Bear with me for a couple of minutes while I get up and move and get a new drink and everything, and I will see you all on the other side. Cheers for your patience. Speak in a sec. Thanks for your patience, guys. Sorry if that felt like a little bit longer than normal. I needed to move. Yeah, don't worry about it, Tony. But again, this is where streaming can be really unhealthy, right? Because I will get... So I have a week off for whatever reason. Next week, say, when I'm travelling or whatever, you'll get all these messages from Twitch saying, you haven't gone live, da-da-da. Then you get messages from TikTok, you haven't gone live, and make sure you go live for a minimum of X hours a week and all this sort of thing. And then viewer behaviour, when you take a break, they'll move on to the next stream and scroll. So you can totally see why people get really unwell mentally with streaming, right? Because you've got this constant demand to be live, and I just refuse to do it. Like, so I know people don't like it sometimes, but I have to break, right? If I don't, I can't stream for 4 hours. I'll stream for 2 hours because that's as far as I can sit in one position for that amount of time, right? So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Having a health condition is not conducive to getting anywhere with streaming, but I enjoy what I do. Thank you for all your patience, guys. Appreciate you all. Love the whole YouTube Twitch chat, but how much work would it be to move it to the left? We can't see the be right back thing, really. What do you mean, mate? Can you explain it to me a bit more? Because obviously the scene is all in one, so it's all on screen. Sorry if I don't follow. I'm a bit simple. Yeah. So I used to do 2-hour streams, guys, before Farm Sim. Because that was all I could do, right? And then through having a new chair and footrest and armrests and taking a break and playing a game that was slower paced, I made all these changes intentionally so I could stream a bit more. But I freaking refused to succumb to that pressure of, oh, you've got to stream every night. No, I hadn't. I've got a family. That's what I need to be doing every night. Like three nights a week is enough. Thank you very much. Oh, where it says be right back is covered. Oh, okay, mate. I'll have a look at that. That'll be how it's layered. I'll have a look at that. Good shape though, mate. Cheers. I appreciate the feedback. The good thing is now it at least sort of portrays that I've not gone anywhere. The stream's not ending, right? But still, yeah, if I can improve it, I will. Shuffle there. Bollocks. Yeah, that'll be easily fixed, mate. I think probably what it is because that's how I've got it set up. Sorry, if I just flick over to the primary and the starting soon. And there, because that was just to make use of space that I had. But obviously it does cover what we already had in it. So yeah, I probably need to find a new home for those things like plugging the affiliate link. Do you know what I mean? Where's the be right back one? Yeah. Because obviously that was where our original sort of plug window, if you like. So I'll need to find a better place for it. But then that'll mean redesigning them all so they're consistent. I don't think I've seen the merch adverts yet. No, I turned them off, mate. I've done them. But I turned them off because I didn't want to, like... Because I'm conscious that YouTube kind of have backed me into a corner with the ads. We already have the ads on Twitch. I didn't want to, like... push my luck, but I would like it. So I got it set so every 30 minutes it'll just rotate a couple of products in the bottom corner, like down there somewhere, or down there, sorry, there. But I didn't want to put too much change on all of you, do you know what I mean? So at some point I'll turn it on and we'll give it a go. 33 minutes ago he said he was never using that forklift again. That's mad because I can't be asked to take my beautiful one off the back there. It's the shunter. Its new job is the shunter. Oh, it'll be a ton of work, Miles, but you've got a point. You got to remember, I added the multi-chat thing in last, right? So when I fixed all the other streaming issues, the game audio, the cab view, the one scene for YouTube and Twitch and all that sort of stuff, I'd done all of that. And I was like, oh, no, I'm doing that. I could have multi-chat on screen. So that had never been an option before. So that was like a last-minute sort of second thought, right? So that's why the scenes don't accommodate it very well. So yeah, I'd have to redesign everything, but it's fine. It's fine. It's all right. Just find some time. Oh no, it's definitely constructive, mate. It's definitely constructive. Because that's the same as no one's going to use my code, right? If they can't read it. So it's definitely constructive. That's just where do I like find the space to put it? I guess down there, maybe. Something up there. And on this scene as well. I guess the most obvious... I'm pointing. You guys can't see me. The most obvious point is down below the game image, right? That'd be the most obvious place. But anyway. The arse shunter, yep. Let's trademark that move. I got a certificate and everything for it. Bollocks. Gabe, welcome in, crew. How's it going? Thank you so much for the raid, Gabe. How's the stream been, guys? I was watching you for a little bit yesterday and all you were talking about was food, Gabe, and it was making me very hungry. I was getting ready to stream and you were talking about egg rolls and I think it was hummus and stuff like that. And I hadn't eaten my dinner yesterday and I was then facing 4 hours of streaming, listening to you talking about food and being full up, and I was very jealous. You were talking about how much protein you had and how you felt full, and I'm thinking, oh no, I got to stream for 4 hours and I'm bloody starving. If only I had a year's supply of sour cream. Anyway, I hope you're all well. Hope you had a good stream, guys. Thank you very much for the bits, Fur. Appreciate you. I hope you're well, mate. Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Miha. Welcome in, Ben. The 5-gallon sour cream. See, that's the thing, right? I can't remember how to play this game from one day to the next, but I remember useless stuff. I remember that Gabe was making egg rolls and got a ridiculous supply of sour cream. And welcome in, Unjust. How's it going? It's a completely pointless skill to have. It serves me no, like, I can remember, like, what road I was on when I heard a song when I was, like, 11 years old or something. But, yeah, can't remember what I'm supposed to do at work the next day. Completely useless skill. Something's just worth remembering how hungry I am. I hope you're good, guys. Thank you so much for the raid. Guys, if you haven't checked out Gabe's streams yet, please do. Super chill. Oh, and Gabe, just because I'm curious, can I ask about your dinosaur? Because I don't know the reference, so I feel like I should ask. I seen the tag being used. I thought I've got to ask Gabe at some point about the dinosaur. No, I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't know how I've missed this. But bearing in mind, I have a very small window when I'm lurking, and that's when I'm setting up and getting ready to stream. Because when you start, I'm still working or walking a dog or having dinner with my son and that. And then I have like this window to lurk in between going live, that and going live. If you've told me about this, I apologise if I've just forgotten. Like yesterday, brain fog was just embarrassing. I couldn't remember nothing on last night's stream. Last of the lettuce, guys. No, we don't grow lettuce on the farm. May I link? Yeah, of course. Thank you for asking. Alright, I'll take a look at that. And then I'll get back to you once I've watched it. Oh, come on. You can do it. Need more power. Everyone will it over the line, guys, for me. There we go. Jesus Christ, it's all gone wrong. It's alright, we're getting there. Gabe has new hair. I'll click on it. I don't think I've got a way to stop the audio though, guys. So sorry if it blasts anyone's ears out. Oh, actually, I can do it on my tablet. Hang on. I can click it on my tablet. Jesus Christ, that's giant. Now I've seen that. I'm pretty sure I heard someone talk about a giant dinosaur, but I've not actually seen it, Gabe. I've not actually seen it. That is huge. Where do you even fit a thing like that? Where do you even fit a thing like that? So I'm now I've seen it. I'm almost certain I've heard people talking about a giant dinosaur. I just didn't know the reference. I just didn't know the reference. Yeah, sorry guys, I couldn't play that through my thing because I didn't know what volume it was going to come out at. Guys, can I just check you're still with us on YouTube? Because I haven't had a message from YouTube in a while. I know YouTube had its issues yesterday. I'm not aware of any issues today. The dino has its own room. It's $5. Where do you ever buy anything, Gabe, that's proportionate in terms of its size? Whether it's sour cream, giant dinosaurs. Like, have you ever gone into a shop and just bought anything, like, reasonable? Reasonably sized? Yeah, I don't care about that stuff, Miha. I never have done. I got told on TikTok I shouldn't keep mentioning that. I don't care. I literally don't care. It's 2026. If they haven't woke up to the fact that exclusivity stuff doesn't work anymore, it just turns me off. That's why I stopped streaming on TikTok. No, you ain't got to apologise, Tony, for being quiet. I'm just paranoid because obviously yesterday on YouTube, loads of people said they had buffering issues on various live streams. I wondered if that had, like, reared its head again. Never only buy huge things or very tiny things. The one thing I am wondering, though, is do we actually know how big the dinosaur is, guys? Because I know it can be hard to tell with stream and just, like, you're seeing things through a screen, right? I get the impression that Gabe is tiny. Like, for all we know, that dinosaur could be, like... Actually, though, if that's the case, then your dog would be, like, a mouse. So maybe we use the dog as a gauge. I've met Gabe IRL, can confirm. Like, no offense, Gabe, you look tiny. So maybe the dinosaur isn't that massive. Guys on YouTube, thank you all for confirming. That's all working over there. I'm still getting issues, by the way. So on YouTube yesterday, guys, on live streams, if you went through various live streams, it was all buffering. What I'm getting today is no chat coming up, look. So you get the image above, and that's all fine, but there's no chat window, no adverts, no nothing underneath. I don't know if anyone's experienced that on YouTube tonight. Doesn't matter how many times I refresh it, that's what it does. If I was to guess, Dino's at least 4 feet tall. Okay, so it's as big as it looks. Yeah, it's still buffering, just ignoring it. I don't know. Sorry, JCB Dave. I don't know what's going on with YouTube the last 2 days. FS25 indeed, Cam. Yep. We've been doing this save since it launched back in November 2024. By the way, guys, in the last sort of 10 minutes of tonight, this save will hit 800 hours. It's not bad, is it? All in front of a live audience, all making a fool of myself, all learning without Googling anything. We're going to leave the eggs. I'm just trying to get rid of all the old produce that we don't grow anymore. Now we've turned all the greenhouses off. We're getting rid of the allotments. Yeah, 800 hours this save is now, Gabe. And shout out to Gabe, because Gabe's one of the few people that was around back then, before I started doing farm sim, when I was doing Minecraft, as were Miha and people like that. So bless all you people, because there's been a lot of change since then. I've had a lot of learning to do since then. That was different when I was just streaming to like 8 people. But yeah, I said I was going to commit to it, and I did. The only thing in my life I think I've ever committed to. Of all the things I could have chose to commit to, I could think of better ones than a computer game save, but there we go. But yeah, every minute of this has been streamed live. I think there was one day right at the start, back in like November 2024, where I was having a bad day mental health wise. And I remember saying on Discord, guys, I'm just going to spend an hour in that save because I need to switch off for a little bit. And I moved some bales around. So apart from like that hour, all of it has been done on stream. In the time you've put in 800 hours, my copy of this game has remained untouched. Someday I'll play it. We've got another save now. We're doing a Sunday night, and that's got 50 hours on it. I think I'm about 1,000 hours into the game if you add up all the times I've been in it to do, like, YouTube videos or whatever. I can't believe it stuck as well as it did, really, because all the times I jumped around different games and couldn't really find what made me happy. And this happened to be it. It's mad, really. And the thing is, guys, I don't play this offline. I do it all live, not just this save. I don't play Farm and Sim offline. Never have played it offline. Only ever done it on stream as a new player. And in my spare time, I like play strategy games and stuff, right? And I've never streamed that once, because my theory is, if I save what I stream until I stream, then hopefully I don't come across as bored or, you know, nonplussed about what I'm doing. So I stream different games for fun in my spare time to what I stream, and then hopefully you guys see genuine passion and enjoyment. That's the idea. I know I moan a lot, but still, that's the idea. That's the very first game you got on stream. Really, Miha? That's mad. That's mad. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it, how some games just work. I know you said before you were really into that game. That's a bloody lot. So I streamed it once when it was like, I don't know if it was still in beta or I can't really remember. And I saw like potential in it. I remember saying to, I think it would have been like Snuffle and Acquire. I was like, oh, I can see this having potential. And then I never returned to it. Not for any reason. I think just other games came out and I moved on. But I could see, obviously back then I was just coming off the back of doing all the Animal Crossing streams and stuff. But I could, yeah, I could see the potential in it. It still isn't bit. Oh, it's one of them games, is it? Is it still being developed then? That's the main thing. Is it still being developed? Oh, Joel butt slide. Oh, nice, nice. I'll have to check it out again then. So it looked very cozy from what I saw of it. I only played that one night in stream on it. Because someone had recommended it. Yeah, Dave Bot, that's mad. 2,340 hours in FS25. That's mad. But then I often think, how many hours would I have in it if I weren't doing it on stream? Do you know what I mean? Like if I was doing it in my spare time. But I would have probably moved on and got bored. Do you know what I mean? That's just like how I am with stuff. I either go all in on it or I move on quite quickly. No worries, Gabe. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for explaining the dinosaur. Thank you for tolerating my terrible jokes and leg pulling. Appreciate you guys. Go follow Gabe if you're not done so already on Twitch. Oh, you can pump those numbers up, Cam. 67 hours on FS25. Are you enjoying it? That's the main thing. Are you enjoying it? I've not heard of that, Miha. I've not even heard of it, let alone played it. Why is that not on my radar? I'll be glad to see the back of these lettuces. We produced far too many lettuces. Like I say, I don't play this game for it to be Pallet Manager 2025. So we're getting rid of all of the old greenhouse, all of the old allotment stuff. So all we're going to have in here is wood product and wool, goat's milk and eggs. Oh, and honey. That's it. But it's going to take us a little while just to clear out all the allotment and greenhouse stuff. As you can see, guys, I don't take the old forklift very seriously. Needs must. Just get them gone. I don't even know if this selling point gives us the most money. Very unlikely that gives us the most money for everything, but just getting them gone. Yeah, I was a bit sneaky, Mihar, and I cheesed a selling point in the warehouse. It's a selling point that comes with the marketplace over there. And by sort of messing around with my camera angle, I was able to get it to place in the warehouse so I could be super lazy for the stuff I have no interest in turning into other products or selling for best price. But we're gradually migrating away from that to doing all arable farming now, so it'll all be about grains and field work, and we'll still do the forestry stuff in the winter and for a bit of variety, but I'm kind of done with, on this save, with the sort of allotment, greenhouse, pastoral farm and that sort of stuff. So I need to get rid of this. I think we've turned off the orchard as well anyway, haven't we? So this should be our last load of apple juice as well. Are you still trying to the challenge of completely filling that shed? Well, if I am, mate, it's not going to happen anytime soon now because I want to get them constructibles done. So we're going to be obviously emptying all this. But no, that one had probably fell off my radar as a to-do. That's the finest apple juice, Miha. Grown directly on the farm. The bottles might be broken by the time by the time you receive it. Don't worry about the shards of glass in it. That'll be fine. That's like my eggs. I can't imagine there's a single egg that's left this farm in one piece. But don't worry about it. Barracrest plastic bottles. Could you imagine the outrage on social media? Joel's farm sells apple juice in plastic bottles. This is 2026, you know? Like, I don't know if I'll get away with plastic bottles. What strategy? I play all sorts, mate. Absolutely all sorts. At the minute, just to rattle off some I'm playing at the minute in my spare time, I'm really enjoying Old World. I really enjoy Crusader Kings. I like a bit of City Skylines, but the first one, haven't really been able to get into the second one. But all like strategy and builders. I like my Football Manager, but I'm still playing 24 because I hate the latest iteration. Civ, again, I don't like the latest iteration of Civ, so I'm still playing the old one. I promise this isn't me. I just think there's been a lot of games that have come out recently where they really haven't tried and they haven't improved on an original. So I don't see the need to move off the last Civ or move off the last City Skylines or FM24. I think that's a brilliant game. It's a masterpiece. If they're going to mess around with the new one, I don't need to buy it for squad updates. I'll happily make do. I love a bit of Company of Heroes. I always turn to Company of Heroes for a bit of RTS. What else? What else? I'll recycle. We'll do a credit if you recycle your bottles. Store credit. That's the beauty of this game, Cam, mate. You play it however you like, right? I'll always defend when people will get occasionally. We don't get it so much on Twitch, on YouTube, but when we used to stream on TikTok, we get people with very strong opinions about doing something right or wrong. I'm like, guys, it's basically a sandbox game. You get to live out your fantasy however you like, right? If you enjoy it, you do it. The main thing is you're playing the bloody game. And these people that are like very set in their ways don't seem to understand that if you gatekeep it and belittle people for doing something how they want to do it, you're killing the game you love. Because it's a bit like World of Warcraft went through that phase. That's not so bad now, but there was that period with World of Warcraft where they made it impossible for new players to get into end game content, sorry, because they just, you know, my wife had a horrendous experience trying to do raiding and stuff like that, and it's like, it's such a short-sighted approach to gaming. It's celebrate and embrace people enjoying the game that you enjoy. Don't try and be some sort of big dick and think you know best and tell people how they should do it, because you have no right, frankly. Oh, thank you for coming over to YouTube, Miha. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, they do it in Scandinavia as well, Gren, with the old take back the cans and stuff. Right. We're getting there, guys. I'm leaving all the eggs, honey, milk, etc. I'm just trying to get rid of all the stuff that we no longer produce and having a bit of a clear out on that front. Whoop, wrong button. It's just going to take a while. It's just going to take a while. We're getting there slowly. Welcome in, Blaze. Hope you're good. Hope you're good. All aboard the Joel beat train. What's everyone's plans for the weekend then, guys? I've been stuck indoors all week with a 6-7-year-old, so don't do the meme. I have a 7-year-old as it is. I don't need you lot doing 6-7 in chat as well. 6-7. Yeah, so I was off work today with carers leave looking after him. He went back to school and he was all fine. And then he got sick again. So my wife was like dealing with it at the start of the week. He went back to school, got ill again. So I desperately want to get out this weekend, but he's not up to it at the minute. Bless him. Welcome in, Grumpy. How's it going, mate? Feels like I haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. That's no pressure, by the way. That's just an observation. Just realised how that sounded. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. All I know, Miha, is that all our primary schools are like banded. Not because it's bad. It's just annoying. Like we went to a celebration assembly last Friday. Dylan got an award. So we're sitting at the back and a teacher said 6-7 together. It wasn't even as the word 67. It was the two numbers together. So say year 6 and 7 or whatever. And literally half of the bloody room went like that, giggling. So you can see why teachers have just said, you know what, we're not having that. Because you can't get anything done. So you look, Grumpy, I do notice. What I was trying to express in that comment, Grumpy, is that I notice, mate. It's no pressure, you know that. I never got into Sea of Thieves. I kept trying. Like, my son wanted me to play it. Like, I don't mind Fortnite. He enjoys watching me do that. Like, I'm going to pick lots of other games over it. One thing I got back into this afternoon, though, while I was stuck at home and he was unwell and having a bit of, like, a power nap on the sofa, because I was a massive Destiny player, right? Played Destiny for 10 years, absolutely never been as obsessed with a game as I was Destiny at one point, right? Because I move around really quickly. If you think I've been on this game for a while, that's nothing compared to what I did with Destiny. But normally, I play a game for a month, then I move on. Massive Destiny player. But anyway, the arse has fell out of that the last couple of years. And I can't bring myself to play it anymore because it's too painful, right? It's a bit like a breakup. It's so far away from what it used to be. I can't bring myself to play it anymore. Blame that old tosspot that used to be at Xbox for that. Anyway. So I suddenly got into Warframe. This is after I used to play I last played Warframe in 2017. I thought, I'm going to bloody download that again. And I played it for a couple of hours this afternoon. I quite enjoyed it. I might give it a go over the weekend. I never get any time to go on the console, ever. because, you know, I've got a 7-year in the house. The TV is always occupied. But, yeah, I'm going to have a go at Warframe again. I have no idea what I'm doing it anymore. I've completely forgot all the systems. I completely forgot all the screens. But what appeals to me is this cross-save, right? So most of my gaming happens up here, so I'll maybe play a bit on my lunch break or for half an hour after work before Dylan comes home. I never get a chance to play downstairs, but it's cross-save, and I thought, well, actually, that could work. That could work. JSB, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. It was lovely again to meet you IRL this week. Absolute pleasure. Maybe see you on Sunday night. Have a great weekend. Guys, if you are new here, we've got loads of new people tonight. I should have said I'm terrible at this. I'm here on Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays. On Tuesdays and Fridays, we do this save, which is Achy. It's a day one FS25 save that has been going for nearly 18 months now. 800 hours at the end of tonight. And then on Sunday, we do our Saxling Hams save. Which is one close to my heart because I don't live very far from Saxlingham, IRL, that map. Like, literally, I could cycle to it in 10 minutes. And we do pig farming, small-scale sort of pig farming on that one. It's on a Sunday night. Thank you, Grumpy. Thank you very much. I never thought I'd like to see it for you either, but here we are. I saw that you was planning. I was going to message you saying get back to work. Yeah, no, I was on carer's leave today. I had no choice. All right, we thought Dylan was all good. And do you remember on last night's stream, Dave? But I said I was right proud of him because he went to the loo, and didn't come in here. Turns up he was then up all night. He was literally up all night. My poor wife was camped out on his bedroom floor. She was in his room when I finished the stream. She come back and then ended up spending most of the night in there. So, and we both had work today, but, you know, she had taken off some time at the start of the week, so it was only fair that it was my turn. He had to go to the doctor's. But, this afternoon, he was so pooped, bless him. Like, he's normally got so much energy, but he was so pooped. There was literally nothing for me to do. I'm, like, sitting there, I'm thinking I could do the washing. My wife's probably going to say, why didn't you do the washing? And indeed, she come home and said, so washing machine been on? No. So, cut this bit out if she hears. I had nothing to do. And I thought, you know what? I could go on the bloody Xbox. I've not been on the Xbox for months. I mean, months and months and months and months. So, so yeah. So you got your bed to yourself. I didn't know I did, Liam, because I passed out about midnight and I woke up in the morning to find out all this chaos had taken place. So you can imagine I weren't in the best books. Like, I can sleep through anything. I can sleep for anything. But once I'm awake all night. So I will wake up and Dylan's in bed between us. And unless he steps on my gonads, I have no idea. I have no recollection of him coming in, opening the door, climbing on the bed, wedging himself in between. I have no recollection of any of that. So unless he steps on my nads, I'm oblivious to it. I'm oblivious to it. I fell asleep on an LA bus bench once when I was about 14, 15. Later found out it was a really stupid thing to do because apparently it was a really dodgy area. I didn't know. I was tired, so I fell asleep on a bench. I fell asleep next to a river when I was gigging once. I was very drunk that night, though. Stupidly. I was in Wakefield. Was it Wakefield or Redditch? Which one's got a river? Anyway, one of them, I think it was Wakefield. Maybe it was Redditch. Anyway, one of them has a river. And it's not a small river either. And I got drunk. I always got drunk playing gigs back then. I wasn't very responsible, guys. We had a van that converted into like a little camper thing, right? Like a tour van, mini tour van. Not a bus, don't get ideas. Like it wasn't that big. And I woke up about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd barely been to sleep. Had a killer thirst on me. Thought, oh, I need a drink. And I'm walking around and everything's shut. I didn't know where I was, right? I'd never been to these towns before. Used to turn up at like 3, 4 o'clock, do a sound check, play a gig and go home the next morning, right? You didn't learn anything about where you were. And in whatever state I was, I saw a river and I thought, oh, I can get some water from there. And I climbed, don't do this at home. I climbed down this steep old bank. Tried to drink out of it, scared myself because I didn't realise the water was moving that quickly. And then just had a little kip by the riverbank. Absolute idiot. How am I still alive, really? How am I still alive? Not the brightest idea. That's what worries me about having a boy, because at some point, his old testosterone is going to kick in and he's going to make stupid decisions as well. Like getting his car serviced by Killer and trying to drink out of a gushing river. But yeah, live and learn. Evolution. Been in this warehouse, guys, for over an hour. I'm sorry, but we're getting stuff done. I've only just seen the bank balance. That's doubled since I last looked at it. We're at nearly $500,000 here, just from emptying out root crops and apple juice. Yeah, we don't talk about that one. I probably should never have shared that one on stream. I saw her at a gig years later with my wife, and there's a lot of awkward eye contact went on. I know what I did. I don't need you to put daggers into me all night when I'm trying to watch a band. I just wanted my hoodie back. I'll never forget that. Like how cold-hearted was I that I'm driving away, looking in my mirror and thinking, she's wearing my pissing hoodie. I used to love that Phoenix TX hoodie. Yeah, that's stupid how you remember that stuff, right? I remember the exact item of clothing, and that I knew I'd never get it back again. I had all guitar books I left around there. Sheet music, acoustic guitar, songbooks, DVDs. I reckon I could still probably find them on Arm and Hall car boot on a Sunday circulating, just doing the rounds. Oh look, that's like my bloody, that's that acoustic guitar songbook again. That was for sale here 2 years ago. There's a lot of shit recircles on car boots. $500,000 bank balance coming up. We need all this for all the bloody machinery. We're probably going to end up buying on this save now. Now we're trying to take over the map and farm all the bloody land. There's only so much longer I can get by with one harvester, isn't there? I need to make sure I scale though, Gareth. If I keep buying bloody fields, I'm going to get overwhelmed, I think. There's some carrots here. Do you reckon Dainsy wants them? He'll be sick of the sight of them. How in the name in the hell... Oh, sorry. How in the name in all that's holy did you put 20 hours on a forklift? And all it does, mate, is this. It goes backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. It's an 800-hour save, mate. At the end of tonight, guys, it'll be 800 hours. I'll even save and exit the file so you can see it at the end. But it's going to be 800 hours by the time we hit the end of this stream. Or near us, damn it. Oh, you are still with us, Daisy? You sure you don't want any carrots, mate? Yeah, that's how come I got 20 hours on a forklift. It's not because all I've done has been in a forklift. It's because the bloody save has gone on for so long. I started this on the launch day of FS25, mate. On the day that FS25 come out as a brand new player, I was a Minecraft streamer back then, and I told everyone, right, we're doing this farm sim game. And that's all I'm going to stream. Well, my word, they couldn't head for the exit doors quick enough. It was a rough couple of weeks, them first few streams. Imagine you had been here and I've been playing Minecraft for 2 years. We had an SMP. We had a server that I built myself. I taught myself to build and do all the plugins and admin, moderate it and everything. It was costing me a fortune. It's costing me over £50 a month and I couldn't afford it. And I was like, right, I had a look at the trailers for this farm sim game. Obviously, I'm a country lad. It looks really relaxing. I think it'll suit my content style. And we're going to do it exclusively. And what? Yeah. So when we're doing Minecraft, no, we're not. We're doing this. I could see why not everyone took it well. But, you know, sometimes you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelette, ain't you? Ultimately, not everyone likes change. Not everyone could see the vision. To be fair, there's been times I've doubted my own vision. But, worked out all right, didn't it? Worked out all right. Ah, different. That's different forklift, JCB Dave. The thing is, though, like what I always say to people, you've got to remember when people stream, guys, there's only one person that is there for every minute of it, right? And if that person isn't enjoying it, then why are they doing it, right? And I wasn't having fun. I just wasn't having fun. And I needed to find a way to have fun with streaming. And I do now, and I have done every minute of this stream. The only times I haven't had fun streaming Farm Sim were some of those TikTok lives where it was a bit challenging with kids and idiots and spam. And if I've been in pain and I knew I probably should have cancelled, right? There's never been a time where I've like thought to myself, what am I doing? Like, but when I was streaming other games, it just didn't really, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. It felt like I was like chasing what people wanted rather than what I wanted to do. And no one forced me, right? It was personal choice. It's completely my own choice. But when you start streaming, it's quite easy to slip into that, oh, that new game's come out, we better give that a go. We better hit the old algorithm with that. Or, oh, we streamed that game and nobody really watched. You know, I used to really have a lot of fun doing Fall Guys, but they were terrible streams for viewers. We never got anyone really watch, right? I used to do Fall Guys streams that had 2 people watching. And that was me and my mate who was playing with me, right? So you can fall into this trap of like chasing the vibe, chasing the what's popular, and balls to that. Balls to that. The fact that you enjoy it comes in through the stream. Well, that was the idea, Kilted. That was the idea, right, mate? That I knew I was coming off streams knowing I was clock watching, could not wait to hit that 2-hour mark. So when I used to stream Minecraft, I would start looking at the clock, and it'd be like 59 minutes in. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Joel, you're clock watching. You're not even done an hour. I never look at the time when I'm streaming this game or with you guys. And you know that from how many times you have to remind me to take a break, right? If I look at the clock, it's normally because I'm uncomfortable and I'm sort of thinking, all right, have I got to pace myself? Have I got to take an extra break? But those old streams, I'd be like, I could not get off quick enough. The amount of streams that would end at like 1 hour, 59 minutes or whatever. And that's not healthy, is it? That's not a good use of your time. You think what you could do in that time. I could have been sitting downstairs with my newborn son, right? And because you're taking time away from your family and stuff when you do this stuff. So it has to be worth it. It has to be something you enjoy. Take care, Dainty, mate. Let us know how the carrot harvest goes. There we go. Empty. What's the money situation? 522,000. And we've got all this high value wood sitting in here. Lovely old job. Lovely old job. Yeah, I'm proud of it, Liam. I'm pretty proud of it. I never thought I'd sit here with like 40, 50 viewers on Twitch. That's just mad. I'm grateful for all of you guys. Genuinely, I hope that comes across. I hope that comes across. And obviously for all the guys that are helping us build something on YouTube as well. Appreciate you. Like YouTube, I picked the wrong year to start trying to do something on YouTube, right? Because they totally changed the algorithm this year. If you just search that on YouTube, you'll see all the big people have done videos about it. All the big commentators on YouTube. So I picked the wrong year to start trying to do it on YouTube. But I'm proud of what we do, despite the odds being stacked. Lurk, love, thank you very much. Thank you, Liam. Right. I appreciate you guys do. I really do. And do you know what means a lot to me? when I first started, and this is the last time I'll talk about it tonight, and then we can all move on and go back to being, you know, oh, UK bloke, can't talk about my feelings. I convinced myself because our Twitch figures went like that, right? I went from 8 or 10 viewers, then it was 20 a stream, then it was 30 a stream, then it was 40 a stream, and just kept going up. And I just convinced myself, oh, it's a new game. New game, that's all it is, and that'll go back to normal. And it never did, right? It didn't change, it just stayed. We hit like average 50 viewers on Twitch, and it just stayed there. And this game is 18 months old next week, or next month, is it? Like, that's mad, right? Because we are well beyond the point where I can just tell myself, oh, it's just a new game bounce. We're clearly doing something here that people enjoy. I don't know what it is. I just keep being me. But all I do know is I wasn't this version of myself streaming those other games. I didn't swear. I know I probably shouldn't swear. Sorry, Mum. But I weren't myself, right? I was like this watered-down, family-friendly... Because we had kids playing in the Minecraft server, right? We had kids in this when we were doing Animal Crossing, all that stuff. And I was trying to do this big community thing, but I was trying to do it too broad. And I was trying to do it so broad that I weren't being me, right? I was just boring. I was like vanilla Joel. Like, Joel's boring enough as it is. You don't need a vanilla version. You don't need a diluted, you know, Robinson squash on a hot day when you thought your mum was going to give you Diet Coke. Like, you just... and it didn't help me, right? And as soon as I started playing this game, it's kind of like, right, fresh start, bollocks to it, I'm just going to be me. And I think that helps as well. I don't know how these people that have, like, YouTube personas keep it up. I generally don't. It must be exhausting. Right, we're going to sleep. Oh, hell, we left this here. It ain't running, is it? No. How many hours have we got on the Fent now? 13. We racked up 13 on that already. I don't know where the mass is. I don't know why I've left this in the middle of the yard, though. I don't know, Purple. You can't get the staff. The amount of tidying up on this yard I have to do. And look how I've packed all them bloody trailers in there. The bloody shed's empty now. Pillock. My granddad from Suffolk always used to call people pillocks. Don't even know what it means. I might be saying something massively offensive. All I know is that's what my granddad used to... If I did something stupid, he'd be like, you bloody pillock. What does it even mean? Maybe I don't want to know. For years, my granddad had been calling me something horrendous. I didn't realise. That's what I call my dog. Idiot. Yeah, that feels about right. I'll do a TikTok video about that one. Someone remind me, because there must be other people this sort of part of the world that use that term, because that's all he ever said. Forrester 5-0 up, my word. Sunderland are on the holidays, aren't they? They've achieved everything they need to achieve. They're on the holidays. Pillock. Pillock and Pratt. That's all I ever got called as a kid. Rightly so. It's justified. Right. November. 500,000 in the bank. We bought a carpentry business. We bought new sprayers. We are minted. I told you them pigs would sort us out. Right. No, wrong menu. Nothing to plant, is there? No, we're all good now. We've got the oilseed radish in the ground now until February. If you ever forget, guys, about when you need to start planting again, because I do it all the while, I always remember that Precision Farming pays you subsidy for oilseed radish to be in the ground until February. So that's kind of a good way I use to remember, well, nothing needs to plant until then, because if not, why would you have oilseed radish in the ground? Right. Let's see what work we've got to do here. I was expecting more weeds. Maybe it needs another month. I was expecting to roll as well. No, hell. Nothing. Right, we'll go to bed then. We'll just go count our 500,000 on the dining room table. I can't wait for the day you are ready to do a community farm. I'd love to play with all the people in chat. I know, mate, and I've been torn on this, right? Because you might remember last year, us all people asked in the chat, particularly on TikTok and that. And I'm torn, right? Because there's part of me that thinks if I had like some streamer business hat on, it was like a massive missed opportunity, right? We could have a multiplayer server and blah, blah, blah. I probably wouldn't even have to have paid for the server. At the height of all the TikTok stuff, you know, we would probably could have got that for free. And it could have been big, but it would have stressed the frick out of me, right? Especially what I learned doing the Minecraft stuff. It's just stressful, right? Because you wake up in the morning, you log on your computer, and someone in Discord is doing a he said, she said, and kicked off, and they demand I take action, and then what if you think that they're actually to blame and it isn't the other? It's all that crap, right? Thank you, Miles. And so I don't miss that, and I knew it weren't the right thing for me to take on when I was trying to offload stuff. But what I do think, it's a nice thing to have in the back pocket, right? So say the old interest in the game does die right off, then maybe that's the time we do a bit of a change of direction. Sorry, Miles, I keep going in the wrong bloody menus tonight. Well, that's boring. Nothing there of interest. Yeah, it'll happen when you're ready. And yeah, and shout out as well to Farmer T, right? Because last year, Farmer T was all ready to help me do that and offered, you know, we had a video call about it and offered to help, and, you know, would have smashed it, I'm sure. It's just I've had too many yeah, bad experiences with that, like I say, doing the Minecraft stuff. And then the trouble is, like I say, when them people who offer to help have other things going on in their life, quite rightly, you're then left holding the can, and yeah, it's just, I didn't need that in my life last year, especially with my sort of job being at risk and all that jazz. When that day comes, will it be PC or cross-platform? I've been asked that before, Gareth. And the trouble is, if it isn't PC, it's restricted, right? Do you know what I mean? It's so restricted. If it's cross-platform, you're really limiting it. But I don't know. I've not thought that far ahead. But in the early steps I'd done looking into it, it was like, so I used to have the same argument on Minecraft, and again I used to get earache over it. So when I done my first Minecraft server, it was on console. I used to play on Xbox. And then I had one where it was cross-platform, and it caused me so much work. And then we went over to it being like PC only. I won't bore you with details. There's like Java and Bedrock and all this sort of stuff with Minecraft. It was extortionate, the cost and the time commitment to keep it cross-platform. So I ended up going PC only, and the amount of hate I got for that. There's only about 40 people that played it, right? But still. But I'll let you know, guys. I'll let you know. But I realise I'm an idiot, right? Because last year, when all the TikToks were getting tens of thousands of views and all that sort of stuff, if I was a businessman, that'd have been the time to do it, right? I'd have done the merch earlier, we'd have done the server and all that. But that's not what I do this for, right? I do is to have fun, and if it gets stressful, I'm just going to stop showing up, right? Because I've done it in the past. When it got stressful, I cancelled streams. I couldn't be asked. I'd sit downstairs and just veg out in front of the telly, and nobody wants that. I'd like to think nobody wants that. So, yeah, I have to have the energy and the enthusiasm and the passion for it. Right. Right. Did someone mention weeds? Had I missed weeds? All the weeds, though. I was expecting weeds. Purple. Did I miss it? No, they're all dead. They're all dealt with. They're all dead. They're brown. They'd be green if they needed doing, wouldn't they? You're on about a second harvest, so stop trying to get me to spend money. Let's just let that percolate in the old bank account for a bit. I'm confused on that. Purple, you aren't the only one, mate. When I first started playing this game, I thought brown meant needed spraying. It doesn't. Brown means you've treated them. They're green when you need doing them, which is completely ridiculous because green should be a good thing, right? So this field here needs spraying. These ones of mine have been done. But for a long while, I thought it was the other way round, Purple. So you're not alone, mate. Because in my mind, green is good. But no. I do them at the moment I can use the hoe, but on my save I also only have 2 fields so far. When you said hoe, I just imagined Miles actually doing a hand hoeing of weeds on his save. He's planting spuds by hand. He's hoeing weeds by hand. Right, this is a bit weird. I wasn't expecting there to be nothing to do. Right, let's check what the old carpenter's doing. There ain't enough room for me to take... Oh, we could take him some wood. We'll do that. We'll take him some wood because he can make furniture from wood, planks, or long planks. So we can take him some long planks. We can also take him some wood. But let's do some wood. Have I got a vehicle down there that I can... Oh, of course I have. I've got my new thing. I've not got my joystick connected though, guys, so I'll have to do it old school with a controller. I'll have to do it old school. Now, do we want to do it with a lorry, or do we want to do it... Oh, my monitor's flashing. Oh, you bastard. Just as I fixed all my computer... You're not getting that on the feed. It's purely hardware. My monitor's flashing. Brilliant. I check my cables in the morning. It never ends. Don't stream, guys. It's an absolute money pit. You might as well get into some other expensive hobby like go-karting or cycling or... Because it never ends. As soon as you fix one thing, it's like whack-a-mole. Oh my God. So already outside of my primary monitor is flashing. That's not going to induce a migraine at all. Right, this is going to be messy without the joystick. Alright, woodpecker, Jesus. Still makes me laugh when I'm loaded up in there. Oh, I don't know if I can remember how to do this without the joystick. I'll do. No, wrong way. Why am I in this work view? There we go. Oh, it's uncomfortable not using a joystick. I don't like it. It's going to be very rough and ready, guys, alright? I've never done it to make money, Muffin. I do it as a hobby because I have fun. Even if I did make money for it, I'm in too good a job to quit it. Plus, my son has assured me he's taking over this channel as soon as I get old anyway. And according to him, I'm nearly too old as it is. Oh, hell. There we go. Oh, I should just put my joystick in. I wasn't expecting to do bloody lumber work tonight. I had a brain fart then. Really purple. The bit that used to kill me with the mouse was all the scrolling up and down to lift it and put it back down again. Right, so I sent that one flying. Come on, Joel. Too late in the night for this. You don't use scroll, okay. Oh, okay, I never got that far with it purple. I got too infuriated to ever like look for a solution. I just I got the Logitech, well, our community kindly bought me the Logitech Farm Sim bundle thing, so I had the little stubby joystick. Welcome in, Liam. How's it going, mate? It's been a while. Hope you're well. We hadn't spoken for a while. Sorry about that. I'm useless at keeping up with people. I'm glad you're good, mate. I'm just trying to do forestry impromptu without any planning, without my joystick plugged in, so it's a bit of a car crash. Like, I'm not exactly the most skilled at this at the best of times, but this ain't going to be pretty viewing. Needs must. Needs must. I bought my first business on the map. We've got a carpentry shop, so we're just supplying that with some leftover wood I had. Considering I'm doing this very quick and rough and ready, it's not too bad, I suppose. Your Discord for being like, oh great, Kilton, so people have got pinged twice. Brilliant. What good is that at 10 past 10? Thanks for letting me know though, pissing thing. Cheers, JCB Dave. Bloody thing. Oh, hell. My first hit and a miss. I'm tempted. Hang on. Hang on, hang on. Do you mind waiting a couple of seconds? Oh, hang on, the mic's over there. Do you mind waiting a couple of seconds while I plug it in, guys? Just for my sanity. Just for my sanity. Hang on, I just need to strap it to the desk. Camera might wobble a bit while I'm tightening this. Just need to plug it in. Right. Oh hell, she's moving on her own. She's ready for action. Right, let's do this proper. Right, I hadn't used this for a couple of weeks, so let me just get back in the swing of it. What's up? Do I hold that button? Oh Christ, I can't remember the buttons. Good start, Joel. That's to turn it. That's to do back and forwards. How do I... I just need to remember how to pull it up again. Hang on, guys. What the frickin' button is to pull it up? There we go. Right. Here we go. It's funny, isn't it, your muscle memory? It takes a while to kick back in sometimes. Now we're cooking on gas. Just makes it so much quicker swinging it back over the vehicle, over the trailer. Welcome in, Ryan, mate. How you going? How you going? How are you going? I don't know what I meant to say there. Just pick an obvious question and answer that in your head. I'm good, thank you, mate. Dylan is sick again, though, so it's been a bit of a long 24 hours since I was on here last night. But we're all good. That's more like it. That's the fistful of wood I was looking for. Yeah, no, he's good, mate. He's on antibiotics now. Just had a very rough week, bless him. Look at the fistfuls we're getting now with the old joystick, huh? We ain't messing about anymore. Tell ya. The day Dave Bot says I'm at a level to be able to work on his farm, I quit the game. It's all you have to do to get rid of me, Dave. You got to admit, there's a big difference between Xbox controller and using the joystick, right? In terms of what you're seeing on screen. I'd like to think so, anyway. We're getting a bit full there, aren't we? Let's have a look. I'll never have a chat, don't worry. It's so cruel. So cruel. Alright, yeah, that'll do us. That'll do us. I can't remember any of the joystick buttons to fold it. There we go. Don't know what you're talking about, Kilton. Right. That was mad how much quicker that was once I got used to the joystick, though. So, like, so much more efficient. Again, old Joel definitely wouldn't have gone and plugged something in halfway through a stream and tried to do it on the fly. I'd have been petrified. It's so cute when they do it, but also so cut and right. Turn that down a little bit. Where's my carpentry place? It's the next one, isn't it? This one here, I think. Yeah. Wood delivery. Look at me doing businesses on Farm Sim. Who'd have thought it? Who'd have thought it? Lovely old job. Lovely old job. Got wood and this needs planks long now. Nice little trailer load. That filled it up nicely. I didn't even know you had a 3-year-old, Ryan. That's bad. Sorry, mate. I didn't know you had a 3-year-old. That's awesome. But why is the school bus coming around my lumber carpenter's place? Literally just done a twat lap around my carpentry. Oh, hello. I'm gonna have the council after me. Can I lift that? Thank goodness. When did I lose that, guys? Did anyone see that come off? Because I didn't. I'm gonna lose it again because it's not strapped down. Never have to explain, Tony, mate. I've enjoyed this tonight. I've enjoyed the variety, do you know what I mean? It's like an alternative Farm Sim edition of Mambo number 5. We've done a little bit of woodwork, a little bit of field work, a little bit of carpentry. A little bit of pallet work all night long. Just missing the trumpets, really. Oh Christ, I forgot that little fence is there. Decent considering YouTube is still broken, Tony, mate. I've only just got chat up on my mobile phone. It's only taken 3 hours. Quite pleased for that little bit of joystick work. Should we do one more load so that's loaded up ready to go for next time? It seems silly plugging the joystick in to use it once. Could do that, couldn't we? Like, that was a lot of effort for like half a trailer load. That's going to be a bit more messy now though, because they're all spread out. Unless we move this thing out of the way. Why did I leave that trailer there? What was I thinking? Who knows? Standard Joel fare. Standard Joel fare. Am I on sun here? So just unlevel. Look at this. It's not exactly good terrain, is it, to pick up on? Yeah, it's Riverbend, mate. Been playing this save since the game launched, and obviously this was the default map. Let's get the truck. Move that trailer. Why is it not starting? Oh, it is. It's just quiet. Why is it so quiet? Is that why is it not starting? Why is my truck not starting? How weird. How weird. She's off now. She's off. You ain't got to explain any of that, Ryan, mate. You ain't got to share that with us. It's irrelevant. Oh, pilot boat connection. Oh man, I bet you were. No wonder you never had time to swim. No. Oh, I'm laughing at my own joke. I crashed. What a tool. Right. Thank you, Abe. I swear, I'm convinced we only got 3 followers. It's just the same people trying to support me, bless you. With different accounts. I don't know where we're going to put this. Maybe we just save it on the farm until we need it down here, because there isn't really anywhere to store it down here. Storage is at a bit of a premium. Now all the trees are grown up. I suppose if I moved them tools, it could go in that shed. No, I've gone and stupidly left tools in the storage has always been an issue down here. If you move him out of there, he could go in there. Can't do it with the old beast though, because he ain't got the attachments. Sod it. We'll cart this back to the farm, and then when we need it, we'll come back for it. Rather than take up all the space. Oh, I could go in the front there. This might get stuck, but I'll give it a go. This might get stuck. It's definitely going to get stuck. Stupidest idea ever, Joel. Where do you think you're going, mate? Where do you think you're going? Forget that. Get it out of here until I've cleared a bit of space and we've got a bit more room for it. That'll all come good in the end, Ryan, mate. I used to look old in my 30s, and now I don't look too bad compared to some of my other mates my age. I'll come back. I'll pay you back in dividends later. I love the sound of the gravel. I'm glad I chose gravel. Oh, yeah, overcooked that. Let myself down, let the team down. Hardest thing in Farm Sim when I first started playing. I couldn't reverse any trailers. I'm not just talking about dollies. Forget dollies, they don't exist. I'd go back a bit more, actually. Nah, that'll be fine. No one's going that close to it. Don't worry about it. Not let me turn the ignition off. There we go. I think it's because I plugged the bloody joystick in mid-game. I don't like it. Take care, Gren, mate. Look after yourself. Hope you have an awesome weekend, mate. Might speak to you on Sunday night. Do we leave that neat and tidy and try and get some of this? We might be able to reach some of it still. Not really sure how that one at the bottom's hanging on, but it's doing it. So we're not going to question it. Ah, oh, you sod, it's dropped on my roof. Of all the places. Get off. Get off. There we go. God, I'm miles past it. I don't know why I got a sticky fork. There we go, she's off. Oh, I don't think I can reach any more there, no. It's a big ask without moving her forwards. Don't do that in the real world. Thank you, Ryan. I'm in the zone at the minute, though. I will stretch afterwards, though. Oh, I dropped one there. I don't think I can really get over that side, though. I'll try. Oh, we might get lucky. It normally doesn't like it. Well, I didn't know I was going to do forestry tonight, but there we go. It's a nice little impromptu change. Kind of inspired by the fact we now own a carpentry place. Don't know why I'm putting piddly bits down first. That's not a very good base to build. I'd recommend putting big logs down first, guys, but I'm tidying up and I didn't really apply any common sense. So, when have I ever? Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking. the only time I'm quiet on stream, innit, when I'm concentrating to do this. I have no idea why that's flashing, mate. I saw it as well. I haven't turned it on. Like I say, I might not have helped things though by plugging in the joystick mid-game, right? Because I've got keyboard, mouse, Xbox controller, and now a joystick. So you saw I couldn't start my truck's engine earlier. So there might be some conflicts going on. I wouldn't recommend plugging stuff in, guys, mid-game. Do it before you load the game. You get a lot of hassle otherwise. Don't know what possessed me to take such a risk. But I don't know why it keeps flashing. That's when I touch the ground by the looks of it. We've got a shortage in the old electricals. Oh, that's another Palfinger. No wonder I bloody love this crane. Oh, for goodness sake. I can't go wrong with a Palfinger, whether it's a forklift, a crane. Can't get enough of them. I'll be wearing a bloody t-shirt next week. Proper, like, brand loyal. Like one of them John Deere lovers. Palfinger t-shirt, Palfinger hat. Oh, hell, I've lost it. I've lost it. It got too heavy. Abort, abort. I definitely wouldn't have saved that previously. Finger King. I don't know if I can get away with that one. Like, I've given myself a lot of titles on here. I'm not sure that one's going to fly. Imagine me sticking that on a t-shirt and putting it up on the merch store without any context. Oh hell, we've got a slight issue here. We nearly turned the truck over there, did you see that? No wonder them lights are flashing, they're all warning lights. It doesn't help that I'm on uneven ground. Can you imagine the questions that would get from JSB? You have a missed call from Finger King. How are you doing anyway, Ben, mate? I don't think we spoke much tonight, have we? Hope you're well. Oh, miles out there. Thank you, Beano. You're doing great work, mate. Oh, hell. Cocked that right up. I meant to move them two closer together, end up moving the other one away. Hand in a shipping cart at the minute. Legally, I hope. Link to the Palfinger fan shop posted in Discord. Is there seriously a fan shop? My word. I love them. I love the forklift. I love this crane. Of all the brands for me to get attached to, Jesus Christ. Why can't you be normal, Joel? Why can't you be normal? Cheers, Bino, mate. I appreciate you. No worries, Cam, mate. Thanks for hanging out tonight for so long. I appreciate you. I'm on 7 till 11. Tuesdays, Fridays and Sundays, guys. We do this long-term save on Tuesdays and Fridays. We do a Saxingham save on Sunday night, where it's like a start from scratch pig farm. What's going on there? I'm pissing dragging that crane along the ground like a gorilla's knuckle. I can't. Let's go. There we are. That's what I was trying to. No, it weren't. Jesus Christ. Yeah, thank you to all the lurkers, guys. I appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that one in there, am I? I think that's a big ask. It's a bit of an impossible. I'll try. Then maybe Dave will let me in the club. If I can somehow pick that out of there. Look at this. Why wouldn't you want me working your forest, Dave, huh? Look at that, threaded the bloody eye through the needle there. Eye of the needle, Joel. That sounds eye of the needle, not eye through the needle. Just can't get anything right, man. Right. We might have a little bit of mess on the other side. I'll have a look. We got this one here. I never tried grabbing one by the end. That might be a bit too much of an ask. Where is it? Where is it? I think I can get close enough to it because of the angle of that. No, I can't. Should have just done that in the first place. Oh, hell. Eyesight's going. No, I don't think you could, Purple. I think I'd embarrass him. So he's painted a picture on here of being like some sort of forest king. I can't show him up. Can't show him up, can I? Right. That's the end of the fluids. Dying for a piss. Right, we can do nothing with this apart from turn it around and then that's ready to go to the carpenter whenever. He's worried, Purple, you see. You can tell he's worried. He's feeling a... What's that? What's that? Sorry. I should probably explain why I'm laughing to myself. What's that line in Dodgeball? It caught the scent of another male in his nostrils. Does anyone know what I'm referring to or not? I guess if you haven't seen Dodgeball in like the last 10 years, you're probably not going to remember it. But there's a bit where he's at the doorstep and LaFleur is there and Ben Stiller's character is like, I see what's going on. Caught the scent of another male in your nostrils or something along them lines. Right. That's that done. Anyone seen any deer in the woods? This is freaking overgrown. We need to do a bit of tidying up here over the winter. I need to make a bit more storage space. I reckon we cut in some... Put a concrete pad in there to give me just a little bit more storage. Or, not storage, but manoeuvrability, right? So we can keep the lumber trailer down here. I'm starting to think we don't need this trailer here at all anymore. But they look nice, right? They look the part. Basically. Yeah, you could end it all. You could end it all now, Dave. But end it all now. I'm pleased our yard still looks nice though, because I was worried making all the big changes, right? But I think that shed there works. We'll decorate this all properly at some point. I don't miss the allotment not being there at all, because we've kind of got this little cutesy bit going on anyway. This field here, being back here, looks nice. I got a bit carried away there of the corner, didn't I? But never mind. It's a bit close to the roadside, but I probably should have cut it off here somewhere, but never mind. I don't know what the original field looked like or how far across it went. Probably not that far. But there we go. That bloody woodpecker's on one tonight, isn't it? That woodpecker's on one. Welcome in, Doctor. Hope you're well. How's it going? This is the most redundant part of the yard now, guys. Yeah, no, I've only got a few more minutes left, Tony, anyway. Take care, mate. Thanks for all your contributions tonight. I appreciate you. Have an awesome weekend. Yeah, this is the most redundant part of the yard, guys, because this was all built around these 3 fields being grass. And now they're not. So, don't really know what to do with all this down here. But it looks nice, so I guess we leave it for now. Just poor old little D sitting there feeling completely redundant. Thank you, Ryan, mate. Sorry, I forgot about it earlier. My bad. Oh, I'm sore today because I've not moved enough. I've only done 9,500 steps. I'm behind, but could hardly go for a stroll and leave my sick kid at home, could I? Yeah, I'll leave it for now because it looks good. Same as these goats. They cause me no trouble, so they can just stay there, right? I hadn't even noticed they had babies, poor buggers, look. That's how disengaged with the animals I now am on this save. I hadn't even noticed. Yeah, they all had... We've got 23 new babes, look. Hadn't even noticed, poor buggers. Their bellies are nowhere near wide enough to be goats, can I just say that? Hadn't even noticed. Saw 2 of them get born 2 weeks ago. It's awesome. Seeing its head come out in a little air, like, liquid sack. It was looking at me through a... It's like bloody alien. Quite like this enclosure here. I know it's a bit awkward to get the feeding point and everything flat. I do like it. If I had my time again, though, I'd have built a little pond in there because I didn't realise you couldn't do it afterwards. I'd have put a little pond in first and then put this down and the custom pasture. That's a nice little old site. Look at that old shining off the old metal roof there. Goats on a hillside. It just looks right. I say we had to then get a bit creative with here. You might remember to get it raised up. But do look nice, doesn't it? Thinking of getting that major maintenance mod for vehicles. Yeah, I don't think I want that stress in my life yet, but I would like on Saxlingham, I think it'd work if we had breakdowns and tyre wear and mods like that. But I just don't think I need the stress yet, not when streaming it live. But if the game starts getting dull or my gameplay starts getting good, never going to happen, we've got plenty of things like that to mix it up, right? Especially like with the enhanced animal stuff and breakdowns, etc. Oh, sorry, Purple, mate. Talking about is to basically reset the damage. Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you meant that one that added in things like breakdowns and stuff like that. My bad. My bad. Right, guys. I know I'm a little bit early again, but I'm probably going to wrap up there. Like I say, I have been sore the last couple of days and had a lot of late nights as well, with little one being unwell. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for hanging out tonight. There's been loads of you in tonight as well, which has been nice, because obviously there was some technical stuff going on with YouTube yesterday. I still think YouTube has been hampered somewhat, because for half of the stream I couldn't see chat on my phone. So I hope those of you that wanted to chat could get involved, guys. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Thank you for all the love and support. Everyone, for Gabe for the raid, for obviously all the people that gave gift subs and all that sort of thing and resubbed. Really appreciate it, guys. It's absolutely mad that we're sitting here with 238 subscriptions on Twitch. Like, we've never even been anywhere near that high ever in the history of this channel. So thank you for all your kindness, guys. Really appreciate it. Have an awesome weekend. Take care in whatever you do. And I will be back here on Sunday night. Till then, guys, have a good one. Speak soon. Bye-bye.